everybody.
Look at
All
that.
doing well. We are the Nat 30s, and this is the fourth part of a Trial of Chief one-shot adventure, DM'd by our very own Cuba. First time DMing.
Hello.
We'll get some announcements out of the way to start. So first of all, thank you to our sponsors, the Armory, Board Games and Hobbies, located in Fairhaven, Massachusetts. Thank you so much for sponsoring us. As a result, we are able to give away a bunch of stuff like dice trays, colored minis, play mats that you can draw your maps on, all that kind of stuff. Our second sponsor is Foundry VTT, the virtual tabletop we are not using tonight. This is Roll20, but for our main campaign, we use it. So here's our armory. There it is. Foundry has been nice enough to agree to give us a license that we can give away as a prize for when we hit 50 subs. So thank you to them.
That is very cool. People are super excited about that one.
Hey, the compound. Speaking of which, transitioning into, we have joined the Compound Network. That's what this little,
we are nice, and we will attend
this
to
little
every need.
Right there. There we go. Right there. That C means. You can check out the panels below, and also in a minute, I will spam the Compound links so that everybody can see. I did not get to update the counterclockwise one yet. Still working on that. YouTube has been really weird for me. It won't load on my desktop at all. So I will get to that soon. We have partnered with them. There's 3D printers, miniature painters, and then of course the Compound themselves, who run SRG, a pro wrestling. You don't have to correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a pro wrestling card game, and then also Warhammer and other games on their channel. Please be sure to follow the Compound. Let me do a shout out because we will be streaming over there in the near future, and we don't want you to miss us. Do that. And you should also check out their stuff. Fires of Atheline is in the chat. Hello. Kickstarter just launched a couple days ago, and they are 50% of the way there, I think. Great. Please check them out as well. And what else do I have to usually say? I don't remember.
The Compound will be giving away some lovely metal dice Saturday evening.
Compound will be giving away some lovely metal dice Saturday evening. Also, we hit 200 followers, as you can see on the screen right here. So the Compound has been nice enough to give us a player's handbook and a Dungeon Master's Guide for D&D 5e to give away, which we will do on Saturday as well. What time will the Compound be giving away some lovely metal dice Saturday evening? I believe that is going to be on the Compound's channel. I'm going to say something and I forgot. Luca B, Signs and Apparel. Take it away, Roy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't
do it now.
thing I was going to read. Do it. Luca B Signs, located at 39 Tremont Street, Taunton, Massachusetts. Local sign shop that I happen to work for. We made the spiffy shirts that some of you guys hopefully will get with the giveaways and stuff like that. All sorts of experience in screen printing and signs, lots of years in the business. Good people, great stuff. If you need anything screen printed or signs or vehicles or anything, vehicle wraps or lettering, swing on by. You guys can find us at lucabsigns.com. I believe it's lucabsigns.com. Or just visit us at 39 Tremont Street in Taunton, Mass. I'm sure there's a whole lot of other things that I wrote down that I was going to say, but
that's fine. We wing it every time.
Yeah.
Sweet to the point.
All right. So tonight, we are finishing up with our, well, maybe.
I mean, unless you do anything incredibly stupid, I think you should be able to finish. We should be able to finish this up tonight.
D&D though.
All right, are we ready, ladies and gents? Okay, so quick recap. Our intrepid adventurers are in the middle of the trial of chiefs. They were trying to. I am not prepared and don't have anything written, a recap written down, but short story. They were trying to shortcut through the forest instead of going around like they were supposed to get to a different town, where they ended up trespassing on sacred ground. They were brought to the village where they were treated as honored guests, with um, full buffet that Gary the Dragonborn took full advantage of. They were, with the exception of the lead lead warrior who kept giving them the dirty eye. The chief was pleasant, and everybody was respectful and happy that you were there. But you were told that you could not go any further, nor would you be allowed to go backwards. Your only means of getting to your destination would be taking the trial of chiefs and proving that you were worthy. You have gone through this temple full of traps and various creatures, mostly plant-based creatures, and when we last left off, you entered this room that you're currently in and turned this big lever on the floor, which you heard unlocking something deep within the bowels of this temple in the direction that you had come in. And that's where we pick up.
We took a long rest or a short rest?
I think it was a short rest. I
think it was a short rest.
know if you wanted to do 8 hours in here.
All right. You ready?
Just log in that short rest.
I need back. Oh, I didn't use one. Would have gotten that back. I didn't.
Let's see, I think I get some. Yes. Yep, all set. So do you want to check out what that sound was?
Go.
Let's do it.
Do we have to roll anything to get past this hole?
For speeding up sake, we'll just say you were all very careful going around it.
Alright, so we're heading back up.
Yep, back through this chamber of beds. And Uma, you're in the lead, and you clearly see there is a ginormous half-spider lady there in the library room that you were in. She lets out a loud shrieking noise when she sees you. You're very confused by it because it is a gigantic spider bottom with a drow top, a female drow top sticking out of it instead of a spider's head, and it points at you and goes, "Yeah!"
Hey
And
guys,
it
remember
is
how I
very-
said I don't like things with no legs? I also don't like things with many legs.
Uma's gonna yell out,
What
heads
do you-
up! Does she look does she look like she's gonna come at me?
She's just standing where, like, in the middle of the library room.
She's just standing there and she yelled that at me and she's like giving me a dirty eye, as you said earlier.
Well, she's kind of yelling and just like shrieking at you. She can't make it down the hallway that you're in because she's too large.
Okay.
But she's kind of like moving forward and then moving
Oh, so
back
she's-
into position.
So she's trying.
Alright, so
Is that what you mean? She's trying to get at us, but she
It's
can't.
not. She knows she can't get in there. She just, I guess, she's like
too big and she
showing
knows it.
off.
So Uma is going to be like, ma'am, please calm down. What did we do?
It just screeches at you, and yells something in Drow, which I'm assuming
I think Drow
you
speak Undercommon, is that right? Underdark
Oh, right,
I
or
this
believe
whatever.
so. I think it's either Underdark or Undercommon.
okay. So then Uma, you should be able to understand.
Hold on. No, I cannot. Speak Celestial,
Okay.
Common, Dwarvish, and
Well, it screams something at you in a language that you are unfamiliar with. Clearly a language, though.
Alright, so Uma's gonna step back. I don't know what we should do about this. Do we just charge forward? I mean, she looks angry, but...
I mean, we can't go back. If we... I don't know. I don't know what she's saying. Like, she seems really mad, though. Like, we did something to upset her.
Alright, hold on. I'm
She
gonna
sounds
try
wicked.
something. Have my back. And Uma's going to walk
Alright.
up to the edge with her sword and her hand up. And get within striking distance.
Garaxis is gonna pull out his crossbow and load it, and he's gonna hold an action to if this thing attacks her when she walks out, he's gonna loose a shot with the crossbow.
So it jumps up onto the ceiling and then rushes at you while being on the ceiling.
Okay.
And is right in front of you. Like, very, very fast, one swift motion, and reaches for you.
Okay. She's gonna... unarmed strike. She's gonna punch at her when she reaches. Is she reaching for me with a weapon? I feel like
She has a weapon in hand, but she's reaching with like a clawed hand at
Alright,
you.
Uma is like, this is all in her head. This must just be a misunderstanding. So she's just gonna like punch the hand away with an unarmed strike.
When you go to punch the hand away, your hand goes through her hand, and she vanishes.
It's like, oh, she's gone.
Okay.
She's gone, everyone. She's gone, guys.
She just, like, your hand just phases through, and then the whole giant spider lady begins to ripple, and then just becomes transparent and vanishes out of existence.
And Uma is
You've
gonna
got
turn
books.
around to them and be like, that really, my heart. Whew.
Uma, I mean, I have hit things so hard that they have, like, exploded, but I have never hit something and it disintegrate. Like, high five. Like,
Give a high
yeah.
five. I've been watching. I told you earlier, I've been watching you. Alright, that was weird though.
Somebody do a let me see, a perception check. Anybody? Actually, all of you.
On
It's 22 Favaro.
A 15.
mother, I swear to God, she has +6. How do I roll an 8?
I
Harold?
think that every time we do a perception check, I think she always rolls
Yeah,
an 8.
like an 8
Like,
or hold
not-
on, I'm gonna roll it again just to. Okay, nope, it's not. It's
Slightly better.
If you rolled an 8, I would have shot myself.
Well,
Hilarious.
right after it disappears and you're all done shitting your pants, you hear the echoing laughter of what sounds like a very small child coming from inside the library.
Uma's
Like,
gonna
it's
get out
really
of the, like,
amused.
walk in and kind of move out of the way of everybody. She didn't hear that though.
No, you did.
Oh, okay.
The other two
Um,
just heard it better.
Oh, there's a kid in here.
We have to find him. I mean, this has been bad enough for us, but a kid? We can't have a kid in here.
I know that
The laughter just kind of intensified when you said that.
sounds like they're doing okay.
Yeah. If a child in here is laughing, I'm not too worried
Do
about
I see this? Did you mean for me to see this?
Yeah, you can. Somebody can roll an investigation. And actually, another perception.
it. I assumed that was the brain thingy.
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Boom.
25.
You noticed sitting right over there on the brain table, a small dragon about the size of a cat with butterfly wings, and it's blue and yellow, and the laughter, the childlike laughter, is coming from this thing. It is really getting its jollies out off of you guys.
Uma's gonna walk up
Did you
to it a little bit with the
Yeah, I was just gonna say Varo's gonna get a little closer
her hands up.
and just kind of like,
did you say it was blue?
Yeah, it's like blue with like kind of like yellow wings and stuff.
Okay, Garax's gonna walk literally straight up to the thing. He's gonna break his bone that he has in half, and he's gonna he's gonna like reach out like this, like it's a dog. You know, like, yeah, like a treat.
It disappeared
Oh, shit.
when you
Damn
did
it.
that.
It might not have been hungry.
You still hear the laughter. It's just
He's
Coming
blue,
from-
I'm blue. I thought we had something.
it's just coming from like elsewhere in the room.
Can we tell what
And,
direction?
He's gonna sullenly munch his broken bone.
Hold on. Why is this? There we go.
Since I'm a dragonborn, would Garaxus have any knowledge of other dragon-like creatures?
You can roll give the Arcana for that, right?
Could be history, could be nature, could be arcana is more for magical stuff.
All right. Okay. I'll go. You can do. We can roll nature.
Yeah, it's history. Sleep. Nope, that's a 7. I don't know nothing about this.
You don't know what it is. It's a blue dragon about the size of a cat, and it materializes behind you on a bookshelf, and it specifically points at Gary and starts laughing again. And the small child laughter it's definitely coming from this thing.
Okay, well, he's not going to approach it again like that then.
It's behind me now.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Grex is just gonna point like this, like behind her. Let her know.
Alright, just gonna turn and look at it. Like, hello, sir or madam. How are you this day?
It just laughs at you.
I don't know if we're gonna get anywhere with this. Which way to the end of this?
Is this thing like Salacious speak from, like, from Star Wars? That's all I imagined.
It looks at you. It just kind of hops forward on a couple of books on this bookshelf, and let's see. It starts laughing, and several more materialize out of around the library, and they are all laughing at you, and you swear that one or two is actually pointing.
Okay. I'm gonna reach forward and try to touch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to touch this one. That's right
As you reach forward, they the ones you're reaching for disappear from your view. Not view, from in front of you.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna walk
It's
over
not
to
good.
this brain and look at the brain. Is it doing anything different?
No, it's just sitting
Not
there.
like wiggling
it's,
or jiggling or anything?
Jiggly brain.
No, it is. There's like little bubbles in the fluid that it's in from time to time, but it's not doing anything.
Just gonna like tap on the glass. Is this you?
You tap on the glass and nothing happens. It does not respond. Why does this fucking thing not do this? Sorry.
I don't know, guys. I'm at a loss. You want to smash it?
Grax said Grax is gonna reach behind him and take out his big axe.
I mean, I have never found a problem that smashing just hasn't worked. So,
I wonder if
winning combination.
We
Just
could-
keep it
We
going.
could also leave it alone and just leave. Things
do
are
you
very
think if
annoying.
I ate it, do you think I would move fast and fly if I ate it?
You might move slow and get stuck to the ground if you eat it too.
This is true. Yeah, why don't we try and find a way out of
All
here?
right.
I mean, I'm getting a headache with these things laughing.
All right, let's ignore them and go. You're not nice. We're ignoring you now. And
they all laugh in unison. You hear laughter from the two that you can't see
Okay.
as well.
we're just going out of this room. She's gonna flip them off as she leaves.
You hear a gasp amongst the laughter, but it's mostly laughter.
Alright, we're getting out of here.
Alright. So we'll fill out this room here. I'll move up.
Wait, this is where the
Grax is gonna
screaming
walk.
was. So let's be quiet if we can.
Yeah, we'll try to be somewhat quiet, as quiet as we can.
Yeah, I'll try to roll. I'll try to be stealthy if I possibly can. She's gonna try to be quieter than, so as not to get the screaming mushroom going again.
Alright.
I think we should check over here.
The mushroom starts shrieking
Where?
as you enter this room.
Immediately
Where
already?
did you say? Oh, you want to try
Immediately.
to go through that door?
Is that same high-pitched screech reverberating, bouncing off the walls? It's super intense.
Okay, so what?
Yeah.
Uma's gonna push back.
Let's.
Push past the two of them and go up to the thing
You hear laughter coming from down the hallway behind you again.
and try to. She's gonna try to like push it towards the west. I don't know my directions. She's gonna try to like herd it. She's like, shoo.
The
Yeah,
mushroom?
the mushroom, because it ran before.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Go.
As you got close to it, it starts trying to get away from you.
Alright, she's just gonna try to like push it out of the room. Go.
It's too big to fit through like the doorway. It might fit where you like through the hallway you came in, but not through this door over here.
All right.
As she's shooing that, Varro's gonna come and check out this door over here.
All right.
Grax is gonna stand right in the middle.
The door looks like the other large ones, but it's obviously not as large. And if you remember with the larger ones, you could tell that they were magically sealed. There was like almost like a warm vibration, for lack of a better term, coming off of them. This one doesn't have that. It's just like a cold metal door, and you can't see any obvious locking mechanism. And that thing is still shrieking. Are you still trying to hurt it?
Yeah, she's gonna maybe not able to kind of tell that it can't be pushed through that door. She's trying to get it towards the door.
It's on the wall as far as it can go. It's screeching. It kind of moves over here and
Okay,
sticks
so
to
yeah,
that
that's
wall.
what she's gonna do then is try to herd it back down that hallway. Once it's clear that it can't fit through this door, she's gonna try to send it towards the laughing creatures. That's my
Alright.
goal.
It's over here. It sees Gary in the way. It sees you behind it. It just stops there and shrieks.
Gary, move out of the way. Move up. Move up.
Varro
As they're
actually
dancing
hit that-
around, Varro just wants to like put a hand on the door, see if it'll open.
Yeah. So you can go ahead and you can it actually will open towards you instead of in.
So I'm just gonna do the classic push with both feet and hands. Stop for a second. Ugh.
I was gonna say Gary would reach over him and just open the door.
Yes, exactly.
Before we go through the door, this screeching mushroom, what if it's some sort of like car alarm to let something behind this door know that we're coming? Do we want to silence that thing?
Do you really think anything didn't hear it already?
Depends on how heavy those doors are, I guess.
I mean, I can try to stab it if you want.
I was thinking more light it on fire, but I know Uma probably would feel bad about that.
He's gonna yell at the thing, if you don't shut up, we're gonna light you on fire.
There's no. It just continues shrieking.
Varro did hit it last time, right?
Yeah.
Like he made contact with it with a punch.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, it scared him.
So it
when
actually
moved.
exists. So it actually exists. It's not like it disappeared.
Your hand did not go through this one.
I don't know, guys. You want to just get out of here?
Yeah, let's just go.
Alright.
I think when it doesn't
So
see us
you're-
anymore, it stops.
So it's
Let's go.
it's ignoring that, right? You're gonna ignore the thing.
Screaming, yeah.
Okay. All right. So.
That seems like a rather ominous question.
It's just sitting there screeching. It's annoying. All right. So you're going through the door?
Up on, yeah, following
I
up on-
just want to open and see what it opens to.
All right.
Following up, he doesn't quite know what it means because Dragonborn don't have this gesture, but he turns around and copies what Uma did. Just shoots the double bird. Doesn't know what it means. Has no idea. He's gonna use those giant mitts of his to throw him up.
Are you opening cautiously, or are you opening like you swinging the doors open to get out of this screaming room?
This is Varro. He's just opening the door.
All right. Varro swings the door open and now has to roll a dex saving throw.
Oh God!
Something tells me he's gonna be just.
Oh, there you go.
26.
With dex, yeah.
Well then. Varro opens the door. He sees two terrifyingly looking things relatively close to him and manages to duck out of the way just as a whole bunch of very pointy needles come flying at his face. And now everybody roll for initiative.
Alright, what music?
That where's is the music not
There's no music
Oh,
in
no.
there, it's just on stream.
for us? Yeah, that's right.
So have you guys rolled?
Yep.
Yes.
I got a 12.
It's
Yes.
15.
I don't know.
You rolled
which
in
one.
roll 20.
Yep.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, but it rolled twice. It rolled twice. Sorry, that's
Rolled
not 10.
3 times for.
Did it?
Oh wait, no. Never mind. Okay, there it is. I'm getting like some sort of like delay in this for some reason. Okay. Like they weren't there, and then all of a sudden, everything showed up. So Uma 12. And borrow. I get 15, and then what did you roll, Gary? Where are you? 10. No wait. Yeah, 10.
I don't know why it rolled twice. It did the same thing last time. But
All right. So okay, Varro, you get to go. So the one that shot at you just went. So now, oh, I'm sorry. I misread them. They're so closely named. All right. So never mind. The other one, he goes first and gets to have some fun with you. So he will roll his constrict attack, and well, that's a 20.
Nat 20?
Nat 20?
Yay! Nope. Wait. How does this break it down here?
Click on it. Or I should tell you, actually. It
20.
should say it. Yeah, no. Hover over it.
Okay. No, it's not nat 20. Just a 20.
20 hits.
You're no Erdnot, so. So you got where is he? You got 10 points of bludgeoning on
Yeah.
that.
from that distance,
Yes, he has a
so it's a ranged attack.
I think he moved.
sword.
He moved. So you opened the door, so he would be on the other side of the door, right?
Oh right, yeah, he should be. It was showing. I do have some sort of delay because I showed you a lot closer to that. All right, so are you? I'm gonna just point to where it's showing me you are. Is this where you are right now?
Yes.
Okay, because like it was showing you over
But
here.
if he opened the door, he
minute.
wouldn't be. That's like 10 feet away from the door. Or 5 feet.
Right, if you open the door, you'd be like,
Be like here.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
He would be right
Yep.
behind us.
Yeah, so yeah, you're within that attack's range. So you got 10 points of bludgeoning on yourself, and let's see. That's it's just gonna do that and then and stand there. So now, Varro, you're up.
All right. He is going to. Which one was it that just did it? Is it this one that just attacked him?
Oh, let me go back to the map here. The one on the left.
The one. Okay,
Well,
so
actually, no, I'm sorry. The one that attacked you when you first opened the door, but you missed, was the one on the right. The one that actually landed a hit on you was the one on the left.
all right. So I'm gonna go up to Ugly over here, and
Which one's the ugly one?
Varro is going to hit him with his quarterstaff, two-handed baseball bat swing to the face. It's a 20 to hit.
All right. Well, you certainly hit him.
Let's see. So two-handed. That's 11 points of damage, and gonna come back again with the quarterstaff. It's a 19 to hit,
Yep.
and that's a 5 damage.
All right.
And I'm going to spend a key point. And now, empty hand, I'm going to hit him wicked hard with a roundhouse kick.
give him that right there, friend. You know?
That's 23 to hit. It's 8 damage. And I'm gonna do it again.
Just gonna keep hitting it and hitting it.
The last one's a 12 to hit.
All right, so that hits.
So that's another 7. So that's altogether, that's 15, 20, 31.
All right.
Jesus.
Well, since I wasn't able to fit 20 guys in this room like I wanted to, like a usual, Varro just punches this so much. This thing is made up of vines. It's just the vines in human form. He's sitting there and punching and kicking so much, like literally the vines are ripping off and like just splurting around the room. And when he's done kicking and punching and spitting its eye and everything, the what's left of the vines just fall to the ground.
Wow.
Hey guys, their weakness is to hit them wicked hard.
It's my turn.
Let's see who comes up next. Umi, it's your turn.
All right.
You're at full health, right?
And
Yeah.
now that I'm in the room, is this like
it's-
how small the room is? Because I
So-
can only see like 4 squares.
hold on, yeah, I'll expand the room. It's you're all at full health, right? Minus Varro. who,
Minus Varro, yeah.
Okay, because it's showing me you weren't at full health.
I might have. I think I had like one point down.
Yeah, same here.
All right, I have you, Gary, at 31. Is that not accurate?
No, I'm at 37, I think, because we did the short rest.
I'm at 48 out of 49.
Okay, this must have. Oh, well, no. I guess never mind. I don't know why it's not
Ooh,
taking it into account.
William did a Lenny attack, so you gotta
Uh-oh.
roll 1d4 damage on this guy that I'm about to charge.
All right, go ahead and charge.
Alright, she's running forward and is just gonna double attack this thing. She's like, my turn! And she's gonna do just 2 swings with her greatsword. And that is a natural 20.
Nice.
And
That's good because Lenny rolled in that one.
okay, so 1 point of damage. And then my next one is a 7, so I'm going to assume that is a miss. So, it is slashing damage, so 25 points of damage.
All right. So,
Yeah.
you just cut this thing in half, and its top half slumps over to the ground and falls on top of the vines of the other one, and the legs just kind of sit there and don't fall,
And I look at,
but they don't move.
she looks at, Varro and is like, and then just another high five.
Yeah. I told you, wicked hard. It's the way to go.
While they're beating the crap out of those things, Garaxus has nothing to do, so he's just gonna turn and yell at the mushroom, "Will you be quiet?" It's just driving him mad.
It has no response to you. It just
Screams.
it is just screeching.
Thanks, William. That 1 point was what did it.
Oh, and Gary, now that you're in the room, as you take a step in there, you notice that it stops.
Gary, what'd you do to that thing?
Stop.
It listened to you.
And all is silent. Although it's still ringing in your ears because it has been screaming for a good, several minutes now.
I am the mushroom whisperer.
You heard a child's laughter from that one-liner. And it was close. It wasn't from down the hallway. It sounded like it was actually in the room that you were in.
In this little tiny room,
Yep.
or the big room. The big room.
The little tiny room that you're all in.
That's creepy.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, let's get
I
out of
think
here.
I've forgotten why we're here in the first place. We should probably keep going.
Something about a trial.
It's like, why are we doing this?
Uh,
What a
the-
waste of a day.
this time Varro's going to slowly go through the doorway.
All right. Varro just sees that it is a hallway. It's a very narrow hallway. Gary is going to be snug on your shoulders, but it won't be too bad. It's just for whatever reason, it wasn't built for Dragonborn.
I'm what the kids call thick. Two C's.
So Varro is going to make the suggestion, hey, we should, stealthily try and go through the narrow corridors without getting seen. Seems like...
Raid. Hello, Raiders.
Oh.
Thank you for joining us. Dewey. Dewey, 5632, and 11 Raiders. Hey, Lord
Thanks,
Dicto.
guys.
Awesome.
Screenshots by Jezzy. Hello. Thank you for hanging out. See you.
Yeah, they're just killing all my dudes, like slicing through them like this isn't even a challenge.
Welcome to the Dirty 30s. Screenshots by Jezzy. I have to remember to say that. That's supposed to be like our catchphrase or something.
Is that a thing that we
It's gonna
say?
be a thing now. It's gotta be. All right. I was actually just about to say now you can throw stickers up on our stream while we play. I'm gonna type it. Now you can stickers up on the screen while we play. Anyway. Oh, thank
So
you.
we're all gonna go down.
Varro would like
going
to.
down the hallway.
Yep, we're going.
Varro would like to stealth.
All right.
Uma will give it a shot as well.
Is Gary gonna stealth?
He's gonna attempt, but
All
it's a
right.
good thing there's no such thing as like double disadvantage because he's gonna have a real hard time.
I have some major lag in my internet. for some reason.
I rolled a
Alright.
5, so
Okay.
with disadvantage.
I have an
Thanks for the
8.
follow,
No, you have an
screenshots.
8 because it says it did it
I know,
twice.
but I have disadvantage on stealth.
Oh, okay, right. Yep.
So she's like, I'm
Alright.
gonna try to be
5 and
quiet.
8 and a 13. All right, you can start making your way stealthily down that hallway. Hello, Lord Nicto.
Lord Pinto. The mayor of Cincinnati has arrived. We are graced by his presence.
All right.
Days.
So you're making your way very slowly down the hallway. It's
Yeah, just
so
trying
far
to.
nothing. It's twisty, turny. It's narrow. It's nothing's collapsed in it. It's just dirty.
One and only dictator? I don't know. I feel like there's somebody vying for that title right now. Line. Sorry, go ahead.
All right, and you come to the end of this hallway, and what do you see? You see another dark room with a puddle, but you haven't been in. You don't see much yet to be able to make out what it is.
I'd like to take a look at this chain here.
Alrighty. Here we go. What are you gonna do with the chain?
I just want to see what it is.
Oh, okay. It's So if how about you're in the room? You can roll a perception. All right, so you're very observant, and from what you can see of this room, you notice that it is appears to be like a torture chamber. Um, it's something odd in a what so far has been a pretty holy temple. So the chain on the floor is discarded shackles. You don't know if they fell off of somebody or fell off the wall or whatever, but they're just shackles that would be used in a torture chamber.
I don't like the looks of this, guys. This is getting kind of weird in here.
Do we still hear a child laughing?
No.
Alright, she's gonna step over here. I don't know, I kind of feel like we've made it through this okay, so... Not worried.
Greg just still can't see. He's just trying to get through the damn, you know.
He's just squeezing his way through there. All right. Okay. So, where is my? Yeah. So, yeah, it's definitely a torture chamber. This doesn't seem like this area has collapsed like a lot of the other temple, but it's very moist and dank in here. I don't know. I said moist. I did not say Siri. That like they don't even rhyme. Why? Okay.
What are you saying to your Siri? It makes it respond like that. Those machines learn, you know, Cuba.
Yeah, learn something. Yes. So, yeah, there's a very large pool of water on the floor in here. The wood, from like the racks in here, they're just rotting from the moisture. The chain on the floor is also corroded. It's got rust on it, so seems like it's been on the floor for a while, or at least it's been in this room, rusting for a long time.
What's this?
That is it's a I don't know the proper name of it. It's like a metal cage that you just put someone and then you hoist them up
Okay.
and hang it from the rafters.
She's gonna step to the edge and take her great sword with both hands and put it into that puddle to see how deep it is.
It's like not even an inch deep. You just hear tink as you hope you didn't damage the tip of your sword.
Rexus is also going to walk forward. He's going to. What is this here?
Where are you pointing? The thing in front of you?
Yes.
That is the skeletal remains. Well, not quite skeleton. It's like there is like a little bit of dead flesh still left on these bones because this room wasn't.
Real quick, hold fast. Just play Favaro.
The
Did you say there's a little bit of flesh on there for?
well,
Rexus?
Did you
say
don't
that just
know
for
how old it is. Whatever flesh is on here is not fresh in the slightest. It's just this room is not dry enough for it to crumble to dust.
That bum though.
So it just kind of.
He's got his... Oh no. He was
Okay.
going to describe one of these assets.
Well, they're not. It's
Dude.
not an NPC, but I mean, all right. Well, I'll do it now. So as you're kind of drooling, looking at the bones or this carcass, which is mostly bones, you kind of like poke at a wrist, and the wrist snaps off, so the body falls down to the ground, head down, ass up style, and you're looking at the ass that's now in front of you, and there literally is no ass there. It's just hip bones with slightly not slightly, but rotted away trouser. So whatever ass was there has long been eaten by rats.
Uma's gonna look at Gary and be like, "Are you all right over there? Okay."
Garaxis is gonna laugh, and then just swat the ass. That like the decroded ass, just swat it, probably crushing the entire skeleton.
It kind of scrushes and like
Crushes?
splooshes at the same time because
Crushes. I like
Brushes
Yeah.
and splooshes.
yeah, it's just because like it's mostly bones and a little bit of rotten flesh, but like so like it's hard and bony, but also squishy from the moisture in this room.
So is it like? It's not.
Thank you for the sub,
Sorry,
William.
scrush.
I'm not saying you can't try to eat it.
Oh no, he's not gonna try to eat.
Uma's gonna be like,
He's not gonna try to eat
yeah,
that
Uma's
ass.
like,
Okay.
Gary, don't try to eat
He's
that
not
ass,
gonna-
please.
Nope.
I don't know how
You
often
make
you hear that in life, but please don't.
Not this one. No. Oh, he just did it just to because it was like this and just he had to. He just had to give it that.
Alright, so Uma's gonna walk across the puddle kind of loudly and looking around to see if anything happens when she does. Stomping her feet.
Nothing happens. Nothing in here moves. You just hear the dripping of the water in this cave. Nothing shrieks. Nothing laughs.
Right.
Yep. Grace is gonna come over and look at this body now on top of this and see if there's anything interesting on this this rack here.
Why don't you roll a investigation?
Omega Club. Omega, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Dirty 30s.
Oh.
Back to that.
I like I have to add that on because it feels silly to say like dirty 30s, That's a 15 for the investigation.
All right. So you're this is a more recent body, but recent as in it's just not as decomposed as the other one. You can't tell how long it's been on here. It by the facial expression, he did not die happy, and there is more rotted flesh on this one. If you're hungry,
It's more
and
recent?
it's not as old as the other one, but not like it was last week or anything. It's just not as rotted away. It's got more to it than the other one. Let's see. And as you're poking it, you find a silver ring in the pocket.
Nice. Okay, cool. Silver ring. It's probably not big enough for him to slip on, right? He's got big.
It would not fit on your fingers unless you have like tiny little Donald Trump hands.
Well, this guy looks like he's 15 feet tall.
A huge penis.
Well, I have to work with the free tokens that
Yeah,
they
I
give
know,
me
I
in
know, I
this. He is not a giant.
Alright. So she's gonna walk over here then while he's doing that.
All right. Let's see. Review. All right. This is another kind of dark room. This room really stinks. It
It
smells like
stinks.
poop
It stinks.
because it
It stinks.
it was clearly once the stables. There is still hay tossed all about the room. This also has like a leaky ceiling, so there is a lot of mold in here, and it just smells like wet horse shit.
Just the frankness of that.
Hey guys, how about after we get out of this temple, we get out of the woods and we go to a beach Someplace that's not moist and dank. Someplace that's dry and beautiful and there's sun. Oh my god, how long have we been in here? I'm going crazy.
I hear ya.
I just want to get away from any screaming mushrooms.
You've only been in here for a few hours.
Feels like weeks.
So
Feels like almost 2 months.
she's gonna check this puddle again, gently.
You check it more gently this time, just like the other one. It's like you know, just a centimeter. This one's not as deep. It's not as big as a puddle. You can see some of the cobblestones like in the middle of it still. It's not a completely flat floor.
Yeah. She might have had an incident with the puddle at one point in her life.
We understand. We understand.
What is this?
That is a pile of hay.
Okay. There's hay in here now.
Because you're in the stables.
Alright, moving forward.
All right, moving forward. The room that you enter. What is this? All right. Reveal. You enter this large circular room with a partially collapsed floor in the middle. There is a lot of vegetation growing in this room. It's not depicted in this map for whatever reason, but there is a door. Let's pretend it's
Let's pretend.
over here. Well, there's like
Are we gonna start pretending now? Like, what have we been doing?
this has been real the entire time.
Thank you.
For
Stewie.
whatever reason, like this map, after I learned how to decipher it in the keys, I'm like, oh, okay. Like at first I didn't know what the hell I was looking at, and the way it's numbered and structured confused the hell out of me. But I figured out, and I'm like, okay, so now I get the rooms, the descriptions. So after this room, there is like one more room that for whatever reason they did not add in this map. So we're going to have to go back to Theater of the Mind's Eye after this for a moment. Anyways, so you see this enter into this large room. Like I said, this floor, you don't know what this room is for, but it's clear larger room with a door in the back. A lot of vegetation growing in here. It's not as it's like moist, but not like the other rooms where there's puddles forming. This is probably closer to the outside, even though there is no collapsed roof. And out of the bushes, a large tree gets up, picks up a large branch that is clearly a club, and turns in your direction. And roll initiative.
The
Jesus Christ.
I rolled worse than you. No, I got a 2.
Did you? Nah. I was gonna say I'm getting back into rolling underneath 5. Like last
Gary,
session.
you got a
Oh, I'm sorry. I
3.
rolled a 3.
Alright,
I rolled a
and then a 2, 13.
I did want to say that the Nat 30s is donating 3 giveaway dice to Lord Nikto's channel on Saturday. Because
Oh.
he hit a donation goal on his stream today. So I'm going to hop in there on Saturday and we'll be giving away those dice
Nice. Nice.
from Phoenix Dice. Oh, I should do
Oh, I don't know.
Does Stewie
Sorry,
have
I
a
have
channel,
to fix.
Lord Nikto? Channel where they stream? She streams? I'm gonna do it anyway.
I just want to make sure everybody has the right hit points before we start. Gary, you're at 37.
See. Yes.
Uma, 49.
48.
8. And then Varro is 23.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody's where they're supposed to be. Good. All right. Let's see. Let me clear the guys you have killed on me. So
Oh
I can
yes,
find.
and on Saturday, Lord Nicto's doing the Wendy's D&D campaign. Wendy's made a campaign that you can play. So Omega is going to be a Baconator, and Lord Nicto is like some chicken nuggets or something, and you get like actual attacks and actual feats and everything. I haven't looked it up, but it's a real thing that Wendy's did. They created a campaign, and they are very excited to play on Saturday.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna roll for crippling diarrhea and high cholesterol.
I cast Heart Attack.
Oh man. All right.
I summon a Karen to the lobby.
Can I speak to your manager? Oh no, it's the boss. So they fight shitty food, very healthy Wendy's food. That's apparently how it goes. Wendy's propaganda.
That's funny.
All right. So the this large tree man comes up to Uma.
Right, bring it.
It strides over to you pretty easily. It's not huge.
Oh, okay. It's not. Is it a
But-
large creature or no?
It's a tall creature.
Is it considered large though on the sheet, or is it a medium size? Because medium would be this.
It's medium
okay,
size.
Okay. Just checking. Okay.
And it is a living tree, so I mean it's like it's tall, but it doesn't take up a huge space.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, it strides over to you and it does its multi attack with its club. All right. And 21 to hit.
That hits.
And you got 16 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a tree. And then, so it's multi-attack, so it's gonna, it just strides over and it's not even using two hands, it's just one-handed, brings its club down on you and hits you right upside the head.
16.
And, yep. And then it, rears around to do it again. 16.
A 16 hits.
Alright. And you take another 17 of bludgeoning.
Right.
God.
Jesus Christ.
There. And let's see. So it's just going to okay. It is going to just stand there. It smacks you upside the head, and then it comes down again and hits you this time in the shoulder area. Both really fucking hurt, and then it just is looking down at you with its yellow glowing eyes coming out of the broken bark of this human-shaped tree.
Alright, so she definitely screamed out at that. But it's not my turn.
They hurt. You can yell. So it's Gary's turn now.
How is she looking?
She does not
She
look
looks-
good.
She does not look good.
No.
Wait a minute. I think Varro goes before Gary. Varro rolled a 13
Yeah,
for
Gary
initiative.
rolled a 3.
Oh, did I
Varro had
oh,
13,
I got them.
Gary had 3.
mix?
Yeah, I had 3 and then I had 2.
All right, my bad. Varro, you go ahead. I just typed it in the wrong ones.
Mag wants me to tell you that it's an ent. Uncultured moon pie.
Actually, it's not.
Oh.
I mean, if it was just Lord of the Rings, it'd be an ent, but
It's
it
an
says
ent.
it's something else.
So Varro's just gonna come around to the other side here, in order to flank it. All right, and again, he's gonna use his quarterstaff helicopter spin. So that's with advantage for flanking. Neither are very good. 12 to hit,
Nope.
and he'll do it again. That's 20 to hit.
Only the 20 hit out of all those.
Well, those were with advantage. Two attacks, each one have an advantage.
I gotcha. Okay.
So that's 7 damage.
All right.
And after seeing what happened to Uma, he is going to drink a health potion.
All right. Go ahead and
Oh,
roll that.
I think I have to actually roll it. There's no like button press on D&D Beyond. I haven't done this in so long. Where's the /? It's 2d4 plus 2, right, for a common?
2d4. That sounds right. I think. Right? Was
2d4
2d4 plus
yeah,
2.
for a common.
Yeah.
Oh,
Regular.
crap. I cannot do this.
You can use the dice on the side there, right?
Oh,
On
yeah,
the
yeah,
side
yeah,
menu
yeah.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why that's not working. So, I know I'm doing something wrong. Okay, so that's that's
it's
5.
forward
That's
slash roll.
excellent.
It's forward slash and then roll.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm so used to Foundry now. I've forgotten how to do roll 20.
Foundry
Okay.
is superior. So you got 5 health back.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So that was your all your turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used my bonus to chug a potion.
So yeah, you come up, you're like whack, and then the first one does nothing, and you whack, and then the second one, it's kind of shifts and looks at you. And,
Hey, guys.
now Gary.
Hey guys, usually I hit things wicked hard. This thing is wicked hard.
What is Viro's staff made out of? Is it made out of wood?
No,
Just
maybe-
wood. Just like a common bow staff.
My babies.
Alright, so it's Graxus' turn?
Yep.
Alright, he's gonna lean forward and he's going to touch Uma and cast Cure Wounds at a 2nd level. So that gives her 12. I just racked it all up right there. 12 points of healing.
All right.
Okay, great.
Very good.
Thanks.
And then I don't actually think I have any good bonus actions or anything like that.
Spiritual weapon.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Spiritual weapon. Your
I
class.
can't. Yeah, I don't think I can cast that as a bonus action though.
I thought spiritual weapon was a bonus action.
It is for me.
I thought I could only.
I don't know if it is for
Oh.
for you.
I didn't know. Oh, okay, I didn't know I could cast it as a
It
bonus
would
action.
be under bonus action
Yeah.
if it's
Right.
a bonus action.
But it says attack above it, so I thought I meant I could only use
So
it.
some attacks are bonus actions.
Yes, right.
Right. So if I look into my spells,
I believe spiritual weapon attacks as a bonus action, and it's a bonus action to cast it.
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. Wow, so yeah, I didn't know that. I assumed that I could see it says as a you can move it. Yeah, you guys are right. All right, cool. Thanks. Sorry, yeah, I was under the impression that it was an action to cast it, and then as a bonus action on my turn, I could move it after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's
Mhm.
like it's an awesome thing. You can do everything.
Yeah.
All right, so Gary is going to take a step back, like that, and he's going to cast Spiritual Weapon. Does it Yes, he's gonna cast that at a third level. That's correct. He's gonna cast it at a third level. What was that?
Sorry, I'm talking out loud to my.
He'll cast it, and then it says spirit. It says 16. 16 hit?
That to hit?
Yes.
No, you miss.
Oh, okay, that sucks. So does that spiritual weapon not? It says you create a floating spectral weapon within range that lasts for the duration or until you cast a spell again. So when I cast a spell, I can make a melee spell attack within 5 feet of the weapon. So does that mean that the weapon is still there, even though it just missed that attack? I just create it.
It lasts
Yeah.
for a minute.
Right. And a minute
Alright,
is
so-
10 rounds, I think.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
did you want to throw something down because it would go right here?
Is it somewhere you place, or is it just like around you?
You can put it anywhere
It's
within.
something I create. I make it,
Yeah.
and then I can move it 20 feet.
Okay.
Thought I
There it is.
had.
Can you see that, or should I pick a different color?
Yep, good enough.
I thought I
Uh,
thought I had spiritual weapon, but I guess I don't. I have sacred weapon. That is unfortunate.
all right. And that'll have to be my turn because I do not believe I have anything else.
All right. So we're back to the tree man.
No, I haven't gone yet.
You haven't got. Oh, my bad. Sorry, your turn. Okay.
All right. She is going to. Gonna do. Okay, so she's going to cast Sanctuary on herself as a bonus action. So until the spell ends, if it attacks me, it has to make a wisdom saving throw first.
Okay.
And beat a 10, I guess. But it is. And let's see. Then she is, as her action, she's going to double attack with her greatsword.
All right. Let it loose.
And you get advantage on them for flanking.
An 18.
Yes, the 18 hits.
Okay. 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay. So yeah,
Stay there.
so you whip out your sword, and first one just glances off the thing, and then the second one you land a hit, your sword just kind of thunks into the side, and then you takes a little bit of muscle to pull it out of the wood. And now, it looking at Varro, but you stuck it in the side with something, so it turns back at you, and it raises its club.
It has to if it's gonna attack me, it has to do a wisdom save.
Oh, damn it! Yes, all right. So has to
It has
do
to
a
beat a,
It's a good
wisdom.
it
call.
has to beat a 10.
Does
Ah,
a 21
damn.
beat a 10?
What?
See, and here I was saying, I was like, oh, that's really good because it's a tree. It's a dumb tree. How could it? Its modifier has to be low. Oh,
Yeah.
Does a 16 hit?
Yeah.
All right. So the club comes down.
Oops, I should say change this name.
and take. All right, and 11 bludgeoning damage. But the. Come on, let's add this. Hold on a sec. Alright. Hold on, I have to make sure it's including something in its attacks. Okay, it is. Never mind. Okay, so you took 11 bludgeoning, and it raises it again to take another swipe at you. And that one was
Another wisdom save.
oh, so for every okay.
Yep.
Okay. That rolls a wisdom save, and it's a force, so it
Oh crap.
So you have to choose a new target or lose the attack.
Oh crap.
it comes to bring its club down on you, and then just stops staring at you, and then it straightens up, turns around faster than you think a tree should, and goes to bring its club down on Varro for the other half of its multi-attack. And 25.
That hits.
And you got 17 bludgeoning damage.
Ah.
That's the noise you make.
Yeah. Just went ah.
I'm sorry, Uma, how much damage did I say that first one was? 11?
11.
Okay.
17 would have taken me out.
Alright, so, yeah, it remembered that you snuck up behind it, and it whacked you good. Let's see.
Cool.
And it's actually going, yeah, it's gonna be its turn. And it just stands there, again, staring at you with its cold, yellow, glowing eyes. And it was Varro's turn.
Alright. Barrow's gonna shake his head, do the old grab it, take a step up, swing in for the fences. And where did all of my attacks go? Here they are. Again with advantage. 26 to hit.
Alright, you got it.
And that's 9 points of damage.
Alright.
And I am going to spend a key point in order to do Stunning Strike. So when I hit with a melee attack, I can expend 1 key point and attempt to stun the opponent. They have to make a Constitution saving throw of 14.
Alright. Alright, so I have to make a con throw.
Yes.
Sorry, it's taking a while to roll. 5.
So he is stunned until the end of my next turn.
And what does stunned mean for him?
He can't move. He can't take reactions. He can't attack. Hold on. Where's stun?
So he can't do. He can't take attacks of opportunity.
Can't take reactions. Can't take actions. His movement is 0. And melee attacks have. It's either melee or all attacks have advantage.
On him.
On
you guys.
on him. Yes.
Okay.
I can't find the full breakdown of stun, so hold on. Just bear
That's all
with
good.
me.
So that was your turn, right?
No, that was just my first attack.
Oh, okay.
Yay!
another. So it's the second attack. That's 22 to hit.
Yep.
That's
Got it.
another 9.
Another 9.
And I will bonus action chug down a healing potion. So that's 6.
All right.
And that is my turn.
All right. So yeah, you stunned him. It's just sitting there. It seems to be swaying a little bit. Its leaves are like, and now it's Gary's turn.
All right. Gary is going to cast. I hope this works. How big is this place here? This is bigger than 60 feet around and 10 feet tall. The ceiling.
Yeah, it's this room that it's in. This tree is probably 12 feet tall or so. So it's tall enough for this tree. The room you're in is not as tall. You're still like in the stable. This opens up more like a dome.
Gotcha. Okay. Damn it! You guys are all so close to it. I can't.
If you get up close, you get advantage on attacks.
Not right now. Let's see. All right. So I'm gonna cast Call Lightning. A storm cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder, 10 feet tall with a 60-foot radius, centered on the point I can see directly above me. Yes. When you cast a spell, choose a point. You see a cloud. A bolt of lightning flashes on. Oh, never mind. It says each creature within 5 feet of that point. Damn it. Never mind.
Yeah, I think
all right.
radius. I
all
think
right.
it has to be like a 120 foot
Yeah, I didn't see that before.
diameter room.
All right. All right. I'm going to cast a second level spell. I'll cast, is it Prayer of Healing? I'll cast it at the second level up to 6 creatures you have choice that you can see within range. Each regain hit points up to 2d8 plus 3. Do I count as a creature that I can see? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll cast this. So both Faro and Uma and myself, we all gain 12 points of healing.
Oh.
Goodness.
I really wanted to hit this thing with some serious damage, but I can't because you guys are so close to it. So I'm like, shit! So, and then I'll do ye old spiritual weapons as the bonus action. So it is since I cast it at a second level before. Shit, what did I cast that at?
You don't have to recast it. You just get to attack.
No, I know, but it says at higher levels. If I cast it at 3rd level or higher, but I don't think I cast it at 3rd level.
You didn't say you did.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's right. It's 1d8 plus. So just this roll 1d8 plus. It's 10 points of damage.
You have to roll to hit.
Yeah, you.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry. How about that?
What do you think? This is magic missile? Trying to be Abaddon?
So I have to so do I just roll because it says cast? Do I just have to cast? Do I throw it to cast it again?
No, just do a d20 and then
Yeah.
add your spell attack modifier.
Okay, gotcha. Apologies.
And technically it should be an advantage because it's stunned.
Okay. So it's 21.
You're lucky you got that advantage.
Yeah, I am.
All right, so we'll take that damage that you rolled, the 10.
The 10. Yep.
All right. All right, is that everything?
Call spectrum weapons. Bleh.
And yeah, Uma, your turn, because he's celebrating with whatever that dance was over there.
Sorry, yes. All done. I'm sorry.
I am going to I keep forgetting that I've got Fine Smite. Okay, so she's going to how can I quickly tell how this thing is looking or not?
You guys seem to have knocked off some bark and put some notches into it, but you can't tell if it's not showing any signs of pain or anything really. Like
Okay.
you sense a malice coming off of it, but hurt wise you can't tell.
Alright, so I'm going to cast Sacred Weapon on my Great Sword. So for 1 minute, I add my Charisma modifier to attack rolls. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, with a minimum bonus of +1, so I get a +1 on my attacks. But that's my action. So, because I actually I've got a -1 for charisma, so kind of a shitty paladin. And I think
Is it still stunned or is it?
It's
Yeah,
stunned.
it's stunned till the end of my next turn.
that's still stunned.
Oh, okay. That's pretty sweet.
So when you hit with yeah, so that's what I'm doing for my action. I don't have any I can do.
Yeah, paladins have shit bonus actions.
Alright, she's done. Yep, she's done.
All right. All right, so it's stunned. It can't do anything. Right? No actions, no bonus actions.
No reactions and can't move. It's considered incapacitated, basically.
You do notice some of the tree bark actually rapidly growing back fast from some of the spots that you hit it. And now Varro's turn.
All right. Varro is going to helicopter spin style hit this ugly Louisville slugger. It's a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
It's 8 damage. And I will spend another key point, con save.
And 9.
Fail.
Ooh.
So it is stunned again. And I will use my second attack. Helicopter spin, 22 to hit.
Yep.
It's 12 damage. And so I will bonus action wheel kick it. Uh, 24 to hit.
All right, roll.
So that's another 10. So that's, I think, 30 damage altogether.
Yep. So you're sitting there whacking. You're
Whacking them off.
You're,
You're just sitting there whacking them off.
whacking them off. I don't know how.
So much whacking.
I don't know how your hands are not bloody from punching and kicking a tree.
Probably are.
But you're you're punching
I
the
spent
bark
many
off, like-
many nights training at the temple. I am one with my body.
There, it's
Just very
some
used
parts
to
of it are
whacking.
oozing.
So used to whacking.
You can't tell if it's blood. I mean, why would it be blood? It's tree, but it's like
I think
dark. It's
maple
dark in
syrup.
here, so you can't tell if it's like deep red or deep green or black. But it's got some syrup in some spots. And it is now Gary's turn.
How's everybody looking?
Varro's good after that last heal.
I'm
That was nice. 12.
yeah, I'm still hurting. He's still bloody.
Still hurting. Let's see. This one is. He's gonna cast Healing Word at a first level. To just saw for her, that's a 1d4. I'll cast that real quick. So Uma's gonna gain 7.
You?
And he'll do his spiritual weapon thing, which was 1d. It doesn't keep it. Damn. I thought they had the thing where it kept the. Oh, I gotta hold on. I'm sorry. I gotta roll the damn roll, the attack roll.
You
This-
have advantage still, because
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Tomorrow's all
Sorry,
fancy and
guys.
stunned him again.
Well, it's
Fancy, huh?
so.
So you roll
This-
21,
Air done.
Did you want to take
and
that?
you
Dave?
did.
Did.
And 8 points, right, damage from your
Yep.
premature damage roll.
Yep.
All right. That it?
Right. That's it.
So you send a couple more bark and little branches flying off of it, and Uma.
Okay, she's going to double attack with her greatsword now that she has +1. So, see if it automatically does it.
Oh, you have advantage, but you got a 24 on this first roll.
Yeah, do it just in case you get
Okay,
nat 20.
so it's actually technically 25 and a 17, so that hits. 25 hits, and then 21 and 17. 25 and a 21.
Is that damage or is
To
that
hit. Those
your...
are both my attacks.
to hit?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, okay, so they both hit.
Alright, so this is going to be my first attack.
7.
Wait, hold on. Ignore that, sorry. I guess I just click on this. That was, it rolled to attack again for some reason. Alright, so 24
Oh.
is 12 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And then with the 20, it's another 10 points, but she's going to cast Divine Smite. Hold on. When you hit with a melee weapon attack, you're going to spend
Mhm.
1 spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage to target, plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than first. I'm just going to do a first level. So 2d8 added on. So 14 plus 12, so 26 points of slashing damage.
All right.
Nice.
So that was the last attack was with the smite.
Yes, radiant
Okay.
damage.
All right. So you bring your blade, you do a good gash across the center of him. His eyes are just glowing down, looking at you, and then you baseball gear up again, and this time your blade starts to glow and give off a light, and you strike him, and he just splinters across the room. The eyes fade in that second of your blade coming into contact with him, and he just firewood kindling all over the place in all
He would have
directions.
screamed, but like an orcish, dwarvish war cry when she did it, like "Ah!" and with all of her might do it. It would have been really cute because she's so very cute.
Would have been really cute if Pat didn't stun him because this dude had more to do.
Welcome to being
It's
a
okay
DM,
if it's-
man.
I
Sorry.
was ready.
What do you
I was
think
ready
I
to
wanted
cast-
Ulshom to do? That you guys annihilated him. I thought it was gonna be the whole thing.
I was
Around
gonna
and a half
cast hold
later.
person. I was gonna cast hold person and paralyze him, if that failed anyways, and and that would have made it so every attack was gonna be a critical. But I didn't. The only reason I didn't was because he already had him stunned. So I was like, we have this ace in the hole. If that happens.
I've been holding on. I haven't used stunning strike until we got to a thing, something that was hitting us hard. Like
Ah,
I mean, I think me and Uma were like one turn away each from if we
falling.
took another hit.
Yes, I was
Yeah.
about to-
Definitely.
If he hadn't failed that wisdom save, then I would have been down. Everything
That's why I
changes when somebody drops to the ground.
Well, that's why I stayed super far away, and I was like, healing, take the healing.
I was so good at that in WoW.
You just
what,
decimated
Plant
the guardian of this chamber. What do you do now?
We just what?
You just decimated the guardian of this chamber.
Vara would like to look around, see, is there anything of note in here? Anything valuable or dangerous looking?
You can roll an investigation.
Yeah, Garaxis is gonna look around and do the same. Would you like me to roll too?
That's a 9 for Varo.
This is just a large circular room, Varo.
Do you
This
want me
is
to-
a
Trees in there.
big room, guys.
Big.
It's,
You're on the edge of a big hole.
yeah, guys. I don't know. This tree seems to be the best thing about this place right now.
Do you want me to roll? Because Garaxis
yeah.
was gonna.
You're gonna look around too. Okay.
You wanna? Was that investigation or perception?
Investigation.
Even
Oh my god,
worse,
yes,
that's a
yes,
7.
yes.
You just look around. This room interests you in no way at all.
Right. So, are you guys investigating or perceiving? Sorry. Oh, this was investigation. Isn't it?
They're investigating.
Um,
Yeah, they're investigating the room.
So I don't know if you'll allow this, but if you will, then Uma is going to very specifically investigate this hole.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you don't need to roll. It's just large part. It's like collapsed floor. This is reinforced here a little bit, so you see the pipes or the not rebarb, but whatever the fantasy equivalent is of rebarb, just there.
Bar.
You can't rebar.
Barb.
You can't see the bottom of it.
Was there anything inside that was organic in the creature? The non-organic. Organic's the wrong
Like,
word.
trees are organic.
Yeah, but anything that's not like just vines, like something that we
You
can use as
can roll.
proof.
You can roll to investigate. Oh, just a reminder because it's not here. There's a door over here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Cool.
An 8.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, you can pull off a piece of it if you want, but
Yeah, he's gonna grab an arm and just sling it over his shoulder.
alright.
That's
It
one of those
just
gang-
looks like, it looks like a like a large branch with, maybe if you use your imagination, it might look like fingers, but looks
it's
like a
not
large
like-
plant.
It's not like obvious that it was like a.
Well, I
moving
mean,
like
Uma
No, she did not.
because like now she didn't just slice through it, like her divine smite like shattered it. So like the top half of this thing is just like splinters. So like what you might think was an arm or part of the arm, it just looks like splint like a chopped wood.
All right. Well, he's just gonna grab a handful of wood then. The chopped up wood.
Okay.
But Varro's gonna take a piece about like this big with like a nice pointy end, just hand it to Gary and be like, you got a little something in your teeth there, kid.
I know. I keep it there on purpose.
Saving it.
Okay.
He's saving it for later.
I like the way it tastes.
All right. I just, where there's no mirror in this place we come across. You never know who we're gonna run into. I didn't want you to go down like that.
Sarah.
All right. So I'll come over here to check out that door with Uma.
All right.
After giving a hearty slap on the back to Varro. I almost said Zan, but to Varro.
Who's Zan? Who is
Another time, another life. That's all.
All right.
So
All right, so this is where I have to use the our mind's eye for a little bit. All right, so you're going through the door.
Yeah, she's leading the way.
Okay. So you open up this door. It's a small door, like regular size. It's not gaudy or anything. So you enter. You see a small room with a desk that has a stack of old parchment on it, as well as ink and quill. A chair with flower petals for cushioning is at the desk. The walls are covered in a panoramic scene of nature made with flower pigment. There's also a small side table near the painting with a teapot and 2 cups. The floor is covered in those beautiful flower petals that were all on the outside around this temple before you entered. And a small opening in the ceiling lets light in. And on the far wall is another closed door.
Can Varro check out the desk, see what's written and what does it say?
Yes, you can roll an investigation on that.
And were there any like books around? Did you say there was any like bookshelves on the walls or anything, or is it just a desk?
There's parchment on the desk, but there's the wall is like almost the whole wall is like a 360 panoramic painting of nature.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
It's 17 for Varro.
17. All right. So you can look around on the desk. You are reading through the parchment. It like the earlier books, you could in the other libraries, you can't read. You know it's Elven, but you can't read this particular dialect. You can make out a word or two here and there, and what you're based on the words you're finding, like they pertain to the gods and nature and the flowers. But you can't read, you can't make out many sentences or paragraphs. Just odd word here or there.
I don't know, guys. I think this might be a farmer's almanac or something. It's about plants.
Does the mural give any give any indication about the temple itself, or what we just fought, or anything like that?
No, it's just like a serene picture of nature. It's just very colorful, like the deep rich colors, and it just depicts a beautiful day in the woods.
Are there any
again,
drawers?
this room is cleaner. It's not a ruined temple. It's almost like you weren't transported somewhere else, but it almost feels like you were, because this room is so clean and efficient. I'm sorry, what were you saying, Gary, there?
Are there any drawers or anything in the
No.
desk, or is it just a flat top?
It's a pretty simple writing desk.
Does it look like anybody lives here right now?
It's hard to tell because it's kept so well. So, you know, like a lot of other mysteries of this temple, like who's keeping the library pristine? Because that was the only other pristine room you've
There's
noticed.
no dust or anything that makes you think like this room hasn't been used in a while.
It's clean, and it's just like covered with the flower petals all over the floor, like someone's.
How high is this ceiling?
Do, 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 do. Uh, Probably like 10, 12 feet.
Alright, so if you look up, it's just a regular ceiling. We don't see anything weird up there.
Right. It seems to be more like domed, like the other room.
Okay.
The ceiling's a little taller, and yeah, there's just the small opening that lets in light.
Alright. Okay. Can I take 2 minutes just to hit the bathroom real quick, guys, and then we'll continue on.
If you need to.
Sorry, I do. I apologize.
Supposed to sit there with a bucket.
Well, I don't have one. Plus, I'm in my bedroom, so I can't really. That'd be rude. I'll be right back.
Got a fish
I
tank.
can go to my Be Right Back screen for the first time ever. Let's go to the Be Right Back screen.
Cool.
All right. I guess we'll be right back. After these messages, we'll be right back. Only people in their 30s get that one.
They didn't turn us off. But you can spam emotes and pop up on them.
Wait, can they hear us? Or
Yeah,
no?
you can. Want me to turn it off?
Oh, okay. No, I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
I thought you meant like you spam
I was
spam
just gonna say that we should have like a banner just for us, where it's like safe to talk shit.
the on air, off air. It's a little
Yeah.
light.
It's instead of on air, off air. It's
Oh, I see
like
what you mean.
shit talking or no shit talking.
Ladies and gentlemen, when the shit talking light is on, please do not shit talk. Oh my god.
So sorry, Cuba. I didn't mean to completely shut down the tree, but
No, it's alright. He at least almost killed one of you.
oh, he almost killed Varro. Varro, one more hit, Varro would have been dead for sure.
I think
He's down
Umo
to
was
level
one more
I
hit
was
away
one
from
hit
being
away.
dead too.
Oh, like unless like you rolled like a 1 for damage, like that's the only way I think Varro would have lived.
You're welcome. Sorry about that. The fish tank. I don't know if can you guys hear the fish tank? No. Well, it's not very low, but it's just a very light, like rustling of the water this whole time. I feel like I've been like, oh god, I gotta pee. I was even like hunched over. So sorry about that.
Working. Don't. Alright. We're back.
Alright.
Sorry about that, guys.
Well, they heard
they
your
heard the
whole
whole
peace
thing.
story.
They didn't.
Oh.
See, this is why I said we need a shit talking light.
Okay, so you're in this flower petal room with the desk and parchments, light coming in, picture mural. There's another door at the other end of the room.
So, Uma's gonna walk over to the door and listen.
There's, it's silent.
You want me to open this one?
Is there any light coming from underneath the door?
No. It's just darkness under the door.
Well, it's either this way or we go back towards the screaming mushrooms. So I
She just opens the door.
think I'd rather take my chances.
Garax's stomach rumbles a little bit when he hears mushrooms.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
he's gonna put his hand on Uma's shoulder, like he's like here with her, like ready, like to run in right after, if necessary.
Okay, so you open the door and it's a very small dark hallway, maybe 3 feet long, to that leads to another door. But in the middle of this hallway, there is
3 feet wide,
a
you mean?
floating.
Sorry.
Well, no, I mean, it's probably like 4 feet wide and then 3 feet like in width.
Okay, so it's like
Oh,
a...
well, wide, width,
Oh.
length. Yeah. So there's another door on the other end, and then in the right in front of you, right where you opened the door, there is a floating silver gauntlet. Just there, just floating, and it slaps you across the face and pulls the door shut.
Me?
You open the door, right? Yeah, so it went.
Does the door open?
Wait, what?
It opens in, like, ouch. I mean,
Yeah, I guess
away from me.
how yeah, it shuts the door. So however, yeah, let's say it open. Okay, so I guess let's say you push the door open, it slapped you, and it just pulled it shut again.
Like, that was rude.
What the? Let's go and whoever that was, we're gonna teach it some manners. Varro's gonna march up front and kick the door open as hard as he can.
So you're standing in the doorway because you kicked it open. It slaps you too, shuts the door again.
Rude.
Hold on.
What is this door made
He's
out
gonna
of?
knock on the door.
It's just like a wooden door.
Oh, Varro's kicking the shit until the door breaks. He's literally just like kicking the door
Knock.
until it splinters.
Well, you kick the door and you kick the door and you kick the door, and it is splintering, but it's not breaking.
I'm gonna get a running start and just double leg, just front kick like
Uma's gonna
full force.
step out of the way at this point and just be like, all right, I'm gonna like let this play out.
There's no handle for Varro anymore. This door is coming down.
All right, do a dex saving throw it for me.
Oh,
All right.
that's
So-
an 8.
Yeah, you geared up. You're doing the spinning through the air, flying Liu Kang bicycle kick, and you hit this door really hard, and you hear it crunch, and just more pieces of wood and splinters fly off, but it does not break, and you really hurt your ankle, so you take 5 damage.
Wanna try knocking?
Gary's gonna look at Uma and he knows what she was gonna do, and then he's gonna extend his hand to help Varro up. While just shaking his head.
She's gonna walk over and be like, "Are you okay, Varro?" And then just knock gently.
I'd be better if I had an axe right now.
So yeah, you knocked on the door, and then it slowly opens, and the floating gauntlet is there in the doorway.
Gonna say, "Hello, sir or madam."
Varro's just gonna yell, "Knucklehead!" from the back.
Gary's just gonna whack, just gently like cuff him across the back of the
You
head.
see the gauntlet float above Uma's head.
Is it a gauntlet or a goblet?
Gauntlet,
Oh, okay.
a glove.
I was thinking goblet.
Oh,
You said
see, I thought
goblet.
you said
That-
goblet before. That's what I was like.
Yeah, I
was
Did the
like,
goblet
clapping?
grow arms and smack Uma?
That's why I said knucklehead.
Yeah.
It was the only thing I could think of to insult a hand.
Yeah, it heard you. It floated above Uma, and then it floats back down. It flips you off, and then it floats back down to her
Yeah.
face level. But
Yeah,
the middle
okay.
finger, it's not
Alright.
flipping her off.
I see you.
I'm gonna hold him by the back of his collar. So while he's doing that, like come here, let me hit him. He's just.
Like, I'm
just
gonna
giant-
wear you.
Uma's gonna be like,
Alright.
okay, and she's gonna step in and then close the door behind her so the gauntlet can't see the guys.
Do you think Uma like just gripping the back of his
It's right in front of your face, but it allows you to step in like before, like as you opened the door and it slapped you. You got the impression that it was just gonna slap you again if you walked in, but you walked in and managed to shut the door, so it's like floating right in front of your face, but it like moved backwards to allow you in.
Okay. So she's going to look at it and say, "Hello, sir or madam. My name is Umazur. Those are my friends. We have made our way through this lovely temple and would like to pass by you through the door. And how are you today?"
I love how polite she is. I love it.
The gauntlet doesn't respond verbally. It sits there just hovering in front of you. Then very suddenly it turns around. It doesn't backhand you. It just turns around real quick, but you flinch. And then it floats over to the other door, grabs it, and then opens it for you.
Thank you for a lovely
And it's
time. And then she's gonna open.
It's just holding the door open for you.
She's gonna like look at it and be like, "I'm going to let my friends through. I'm going to open the door now." I'm going to open the door slowly. Like, this lovely gentleman or lady is allowing us passage. Boys,
That's right, it is.
after you.
Alright, so
What's the
Can we
marching
wear it?
order here?
are we taking it with us?
No?
But
gonna be
I
at
would
the
assume
end.
because
I mean,
Yeah.
Gary could try to take it if he
Yeah.
wants it.
Gary was like holding Varro's shirt, so I'm guessing Varro
Yeah.
is just in front of Gary.
Yeah, he's just gonna let go. So like while you're straining against, he's just gonna let it go.
Let
Far-
him go in the passage to go through himself, or are you like walking through, holding him, and then dropping him?
No, the way I imagine it is that he would be like trying, like Vyro would be like trying to get it, and then I'm holding him back because I'm so much bigger. Because Vyro's short, right?
Yeah,
Varro's
Varro's only
smaller.
like 5'6".
Yeah, Garax is like 7 feet tall, so he'd be holding the bit, like holding him like this while you're like struggling against it, and then he just lets it go, and he's hoping that his momentum just carries. Vyro's momentum just carries him through that passage, so we
Okay.
don't get in any trouble with this gauntlet.
Yeah. So he does like kind of like a Sonic the Hedgehog. He's already wound up, and you let him go, and he's running. He runs through the passage, almost stumbling because he wasn't expecting to be going at that velocity. And as he's about out the other door, he feels a hard metal slap in the ass, which causes him to fall forward out the other door.
And Uma's gonna be like, "Thank you, thank you," and close the door and be like, "Oh, Gary, go, 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 go."
Yep. Yes, he's just gonna hustle on through.
And it went back and held the door open for you too.
He's gonna give a little, little salute to the gauntlet. Thank you.
It responds in kind. Its fingers form the same gesture, and it does a salute to an invisible head.
Yes.
Varro's gonna kind of dust himself off, turn back towards the door, and say, "No hard feelings."
It just shuts the door on you.
Ah! Let's get out of here.
So where are we now?
Okay, so
No legs. I hate many legs, and I hate single hands. All right.
What about married hands?
beyond the door,
I'll let
it opens up into a small garden. It's lit with more small holes in the ceiling, but beneath each beam of light, in a plot of dirt, is a pink rose with small streaks of gold that seem to shimmer in the light.
We're in a guard.
There are
We're outside.
Yes.
Oh no,
It-
it's
it's
a
an-
ceiling with a. Okay.
no,
It's
yeah,
almost like the
Yep.
church in Final Fantasy.
yes, kind of like that. It's
Oh, love it.
you can't quite tell what these holes in the ground. Someone poked holes in the ground, and oh, obviously they did purposely because, like I said, each beam of light that the hole is shining on a pink rose, and there are about 20 of them in this small garden.
Are they in our way, or are they like on the sides and there's a path to walk through?
They're spaced far enough that if you step on one, you're doing it on purpose.
Okay.
Graxis is just gonna call out, hello? Is anyone here?
It's not a huge room, so
Oh,
it doesn't even echo.
Oh,
oh, okay. For some reason I thought it was bigger.
don't step on the flowers.
Yeah, Varro's gonna avoid the plants. See if there's an exit or door.
Can I investigate? Sorry.
No, yeah, no. The only way in or out seems to be where you came from. The ceiling's too high to climb, and those holes are too small to squeeze through, even for Uma.
Are there any stems of the roses that look like they've been cut or collected? Like older ones that look like maybe they were there and then they, like I said, they were cut, collected.
You can roll a perception check.
It's a 23. That's a nat 20.
Oh, very nice. No, none of them look like they have
Damn,
been.
I was hoping it was gonna
None of
say-
them look like they have been cut or plucked, but each one is immaculate. This is not like a overgrown little jungle room. Like I said,
Hold
it's a
on.
garden. Someone's
Something's breaking
taking
up.
care of this. The what? Did you say I was breaking up?
Wicked bad.
I think it might be you.
Yeah, you keep freezing. Oh, we lost him.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is a purposeful taking care of little flower garden with like each flower is immaculate. Every single one.
Sorry. My connection got super crappy all of a sudden.
Those beams.
Shit. What is wrong here? What's happening?
Can you hear us?
Nope, we lost him again.
So Uma's going to take her hand and break the light, one of the light beams over whatever the closest flower is.
Okay. Nothing happens. You're just blocking the light.
I want to destroy a flower here.
Can Varro look around? Is anyone looking at Varro?
I don't know. Is anyone looking at Varro? Man, she's
I just want to do like a sleight of hand stealthily pluck one of the flowers.
all right. Go ahead. Do roll stealth.
So what's happening? Sorry about that, guys. My connection for some reason with the Wi-Fi just went wicked spotty.
Varro's plucking a flower. I wasn't paying.
Yeah. Yeah, but Gary, you did see him pluck a flower.
Oh, wait a minute. For some reason, it didn't give me advantage. It only rolled 1d20.
Okay. Same
12.
thing. Uma didn't see you, but Gary saw you pluck a flower, or try to sneakily pluck a flower.
Dang it, I also put my hand in between
Well,
one of the beams of light to try to cut it off and see if it did anything, but it didn't do anything.
Yeah, so you pluck the flower. It doesn't scream or anything. Nothing happens.
Graxus's plan was actually he was going to pluck flowers anyways. So he was going to lean over and pluck one for himself, and now that he saw that that Varo had plucked one, he's actually going to pluck a third and hand it over and give it to Uma as like a little like, here you go. These are beautiful flowers, and you're beautiful also. So here.
Thank you. I think this was a bad idea to do.
I don't think so at all.
But no good story ever started with a good idea.
All right, well, let's
right.
maybe knock on the. She's gonna go over and knock on the door again.
As you do, it opens up. You see the gauntlet floating in your face.
She's gonna be like, is there a way out of here, sir or madam?
It floats over and opens up the other door that you had originally come through.
Okay.
This is so weird.
All right.
We're just gonna walk through.
Yeah, she's just gonna walk through.
On the way by, Graxus is actually gonna try to hand his flower to the gauntlet.
The gauntlet doesn't move. It's just holding the door open for you.
Okay. So I guess we'll walk back into that desk room, right?
Yep. As Varro walks by, you hear it hold the door. It still holds the door open, but you hear the wood splinter from it tightening its grip on it.
Do the petals on the floor in this room match the ones on the flowers?
Not these flowers, no. They matched the flowers that were like the petals that were outside the temple when you entered. So it's just like these the ones you picked were pink, with like a gold pattern in them. These other ones are just kind of like assorted pastel flower petals.
Can I inspect this flower a little bit more closely to see if there's anything inside of it, or?
Yeah, can do investigation.
What?
And you got a 7. It's just a very pretty flower.
Guys, I don't know. Get it.
Yep. Grax is just gonna smell the flower.
It smells amazing. Like you've never smelt such a fragrant flower. It just has this softness to it that, like, I wouldn't say it gives you a high, but it gives you a little bit of euphoria because it just, it makes you feel happy. Like, it brings the smell, you can associate it with whatever made you happy on a nice day once.
Does it smell like it tastes good?
And there was much rejoicing.
It smells like happy.
Thank you for the follow. Death Dice and Dungeons.
Thank you.
Maybe we give our flower to the brain?
I was thinking that the flowers would be proof that we had completed the
Oh.
trial.
Good thinking, Gary. That's a great thought.
But I'm unsure on how to get out of here unless we go all the way back to the beginning.
That might be the answer. I'm gonna give it a try.
Did we investigate? Yeah, I was gonna say, did we investigate that flower room? There was no doors. My thing cut out, so I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, no, it was just a small, another small circular room, and the only door there was the one in and out. the one that you came in and then went back out of.
Oh, we do have to go back through stupid mushroom. She's just gonna start walking back. Let's just get it over with.
Graxius will follow.
Yeah.
So we'll make our way back.
Ju-
Alright.
Just before we leave the room, Varro's gonna open the door, flip off the gauntlet, and slam the door real quick.
Oh, you're lucky you slammed the door.
Right, so we're just
Because if you left it open, I was gonna have you roll initiative. You enter the kitchen and it starts shrieking again.
We have the flowers. Stop shrieking.
Stop it!
so that I think alright, so she's gonna run past it down that hall.
It's just shrieking.
So she's running past it back into the room with the dragons.
Alright. Anybody who's still in the kitchen, you're still shrieked at.
Sorry, I'm changing rooms real quick. Varro's still with them. He's
Okay.
And she's just running down past.
You hear the child laughter of a couple of dragons at least. You hear one gasp though amongst them.
Yeah, because we get the flowers. Bunch of bitches.
So she's running.
She just
down
run
this
by
hall.
with the flowers. Oh, we
There.
never explored that area, did we? Oh shit, there's a whole part of this place that we didn't. Oh, never mind. Damn. Yeah, he's gonna carefully follow her also.
So-
He's gonna
Alright.
follow her.
Alright, so then I assume
Yeah.
this is all like spider webs that need to be cut through.
You just ran into a bunch of them, yes. So that was the dex through. Hold on, I forgot what the thing was for spider webs here. Hold on.
Well, I was gonna say, did she run into any yet? I don't think she.
I
Did
tried
she
to stop.
technically run into any?
Like right here.
Oh,
I don't know if I did or not.
Hold on, sorry. Okay. Yeah, you didn't fall right into them, but you did end up stepping like into web. So you have to make a dex save because your foot would
14.
otherwise get stuck. 14. All right, so your foot gets stuck, but luckily the rest of your body is not in the webs. You didn't fall in, so you managed to unstick your foot, and you are not stuck to the webbing there.
She's gonna like start hacking through any webbing that she.
Okay. he's
Graxius is gonna do the same. He's gonna stand next to her as close as he can, and also hack on the other side to widen the path. Try to help her.
All right. So both of you roll just an attack, like a roll d20.
13.
All right. Gary. Okay, so you guys are
17.
hacking away at these spider webs. So you managed to make it like 10 more feet through.
I see these doors, which look familiar from what I can see.
Yeah, they do, but I need you all to roll an initiative.
13.
Damn.
Oh, 13.
11.
16.
Let me get my boys in here.
Twice.
All right. Gary, sound off.
That was a 11.
11. Uma
13.
and Varo.
16.
16. All right. And I just want to double check your health. Gary, what are you at?
I am at 37 still.
Okay. And Uma, you're at
Actually, I'm sorry. I'm at 38 because I forgot I gave everybody that extra healing, including myself.
I'm at
So 38.
35.
35. And Varo, you're 29.
No, I took damage there. 24.
Okay.
That's from pissing off the gauntlet.
Well, like the door. That door's fucked up.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay, so you guys, let me close that. You killed that guy. All right. So as you're cutting your way through the spider webs, you hear a scratchy sound starting to come from around you, and you feel that like hair in your face, like that feeling of hair when you're because you have the spider webs on you, and then you start seeing legs and you're brushing it off thinking it's just more hair and dirt and dust, and then you realize you are being swarmed by hundreds of tiny little spiders.
Ah!
And Uma, because you're in the lead, they begin to bite you. And let's see, 6, that doesn't do shit.
She's got thick orc skin. Orc and dwarf skin. But she's still screaming like a little girl.
So they're biting. They can't get through your skin. They can't get through your armor. But it's gross. It is just a swarm of hundreds of little spiders that just descended upon you. And we got Varo, you're up. What do you do?
I just want to make sure we can't see anything on the map, right? Of these things.
Oh, nope, the stupid icon. Supposed to show up. Come on. I gotta move Gary. He's standing on him.
I was just squishing them. Just like, motherfucker, get, go.
Still don't see them.
Yeah, on. Trying to.
Oh, I see what you did.
That
You
there.
gotta put them. You should put all of those things on the map layer so that you don't accidentally them or select them. Drop all those to the map layer.
It was working earlier. It's not working now. I don't know why. It's annoying.
Hit Control
I
Z.
can't even click.
Oh, you don't have it. You can hit the undo button, I think.
I have backspace.
I don't know how a Mac works.
Works like other computers, just more efficiently. Alright, why are you not moving to the layer I want? Okay. It's not working for whatever reason. Just, there's a giant thing of spiders right here. Well, actually right on her, because they're attacking her.
In that case, Varo's gonna move up to the spiders, and he's gonna hit them wicked hard with his bow staff.
Ah! And then sees Vara walking up with a staff, about to smack her with it.
It's like, I got it.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
24 hits.
It's 9 points of damage,
Alright.
and he'll do it again. It's 14 to hit.
Yep.
So another 10. So that's 19 points of damage. How's those spiders looking?
You're able to kill a surprising amount of them by hitting them wicked hard.
If there's any left, he's
Well,
gonna
how would she do?
he's gonna lift his leg up for an axe kick if there's any left.
Yeah, there's still a few crawling about.
I'm just trying to picture how this
This-
is working, where it's just hitting the spiders and they're going flying off.
He's that
Yeah.
skilled.
How is he not beating the crap out of her?
He's a monk. He only
There's-
goes to contact and pulls back.
Well, how
There's a
big- how
splinter
big
at
is-
the end of his pole, and he is somehow very skillfully using this splinter and stabbing each of the little spiders with this little millimeter splinter that only Varro can see because he knows his staff that well.
That's 18 to hit with the axe kick.
Okay. And
And another 9, so it's 28 points of damage total.
all right, so Varro somehow with a splinter of this staff, like just kills every one of these spiders. Every single
Just
one
like-
that's on you, and they're just stomping on the last few with severe prejudice.
Thanks,
Told you, I
Carl.
don't like things with many legs, no legs, or one hand. I don't like it.
All right, so that's over now. You've hacked through those webs. You guys never went down this way, so I actually did not expect you to actually. I thought that was an encounter you were gonna skip.
Gary's gonna look right at Varro and scoop one of those spiders off the ground and pop it into his mouth and crunch it really loudly.
It's gonna walk,
Well, they do
Just like-
crunch really loud.
gonna walk up to this door.
All right, what are you gonna do to it?
He's gonna push on it.
It does not budge. It still has. You still feel when you put your hands to push on it. You feel that that warm sensation and that like light humming vibration. It's still magically sealed.
All right. I thought I remembered. I think this leads out to the front door, but I think we also have to take a long way around.
Oh, so that means we have to go by the mushroom
Oh,
again.
God. Let's go.
Rex is gonna go boo boo as he starts to walk back.
Yeah. Yeah, as you approach the kitchen area, it just starts shrieking. It seems louder than before. It must be just these things, especially these things that heard it, like seem to be coming back and forth, taunting it. It does not know why you are torturing it.
As Vara walks by, he's just gonna go.
The shriek does not change in any way, shape, or form. It's just very deafening.
Watch out for this fire.
Grex is gonna take a second and grab another little bit of the snake to eat on the way by, and he's gonna continue following.
Gary, are you sure you don't have a tapeworm? I'm
I'm
just saying.
pretty positive.
Alright, okay.
I keep that figure slim. Just has a really high metabolism.
He's gonna head. We're just heading back to the front, basically.
Yeah.
Watch out for the hole.
Oh god. Continue. Well, obviously I see that there's more people, but Gary wouldn't realize that. So Gary, thinking that this room was clear, I gotta play it honest. He would just have walked right
Yeah.
through, because he's walked through every door before, so he just would walk right up through.
Yep.
Yeah, and Gary walks into the room stunned to see 6 more of those little funny plant pygmy guys they just stand there when you walk into the room. They like in unison at attention, like is kind of like prepare themselves. And then there's one in the back sitting on some sort of mushroom dog creature, and it just goes, and you roll initiative.
Pick up the battle music.
Oh.
All right. Okay, your health didn't change. Good, I think. Yeah. Did I label these guys? So let me label them. If not, I need to number them real quick.
21.
Hold on, I'll put in your initiatives in 1 second.
Sorry, I was only half listening. I thought you asked. My bad.
Who's getting stabbed in the head?
Me by Uma's sword that I have sticking straight out into my camera.
Why can I not grab these dudes? On. Roll 20 is still kind of confuses me. Alright. These are guys are on the wrong layer, I think. Down to token layer.
11.
Did they just disappear on you?
No. It's 11:30. Do we? What do we want to do? Getting tired? Do you
You're
wanna-
very close to finishing. I can skip this encounter if you want, or we can just go right back to the village and finish this. It's up to you guys.
I don't want to cheat the last encounter.
Yeah,
of
I
it,
would say.
But
Yeah, I mean,
Nah, you don't-
put the,
you don't-
you put the
it's-
time into
You don't
it.
know if it's the last encounter.
No, we need the.
well, you just said.
You just gave it away, but you know we
I
need to
gave
give this the
nothing.
good send off for your first campaign. You know, first one shot.
Oh, Pat, you
Well,
just wanna hit everything really hard again.
It's all Varro does. I don't know if you've noticed. Every time he tries to do something else, it goes horribly wrong.
Yeah, we can always. I mean, if we can finish it up in one more session. I mean, if honestly,
Nah,
if
we're so close at the end. We'll just say you killed these guys and we'll move on because I'm not gonna waste another session for 10 minutes of RPing.
Okay, well, then Graxus casts Turn Undead and chases everybody away. That's that. Like, I don't know. That was the first thing I was gonna do anyways. Was cast Unturn Dead and make them all
Just
run
do
away.
that, and everyone dash.
I honestly only added this late in the game because you were tearing through everything, so it's not even a necessary encounter. It was just to make it a little tougher for you, but it's not worth doing one more time for the short amount that's left.
Oh,
You
All
call DM.
So you scared them away, and
Booga booga booga.
they saw Gary chewing on the snake, and they died.
you can always roll to see like how much damage we took and not.
No, that encounter didn't even happen.
All right, fine.
You saw
That was
nothing.
it was a figment of our imagination.
You saw nothing.
And we're out.
Yeah. So you are out. All right. So you make your way back to the village. It takes you a little longer than how you got there because you were obviously guided here before, but this time there was no guide. But you can clearly see there's a path. And it's not like a cobblestone road or anything, but there's a path that you can fairly easily follow back. So as you return, the tribe is divided. They're in the middle of a heated argument. On one side is the elder Miley and a few of the villagers that you met when you were sent on the trial, and the other side is the young man Azakai, the leader of the warrior party that you first encountered. And they're sitting there arguing back and forth. Azakai is yelling at the chief, saying, "It's like you let those unworthy enter our sacred land, and then you let them take the trial of chiefs. This is unbelievable." And it's just back and forth. And she goes, calm yourselves. And you guys just kind of like come back into the village at this point.
Just sauntering in like a couple of like a few champions, just, like that Conor McGregor walk. You know?
Malcolm walk. That's how Malcolm.
Is you are.
It's kind of
That's awesome.
crazy. Was going to try to walk ahead of the two guys, and she's gonna have the flower like in her hand. Are they speaking in Elvish or Sylvan or whatever they're? So she can.
Yeah, it was Elvish.
So I don't understand what they said.
But but the chief does speak common, but that's not what she's speaking. They're speaking their language.
Uma's gonna step forward and be like, "Everyone, hello. Sorry to interrupt, but we are back. Hello."
So you're holding up the flower? It just her, no one else.
Garaxus would have had it in a hit, like tucked like a prim and proper gentleman, you know, like a prop right here. Tucked it into his armor, so he had his hands free for other things.
Okay. So she well, they notice her. She walks through them, and she says her thing. As she's holding up the flower, and you hear like someone go, "Ooh, ah," and you hear a from like one guy in the back.
Carl's just gonna point over to that guy, like you.
He's gonna be handing out the flower to Mila. I forget what the
Miley. And she takes the flower and she goes, "Oh," and she takes it very reverently in her hands, and she kind of bows at you, and you hear some of the villagers cheering the Azakai and his faction, like they're sitting there scowling at you. Most of the villagers though are like, they're happy. They're that you succeeded. You brought a flower back.
He's gonna bow a little bit. You're welcome.
Garaxus is just gonna walk. Sorry. I'm trying to deal with the connection that keeps skipping. I just didn't want to have to restart my phone, so it's hard to pick up. Garaxus is gonna walk up behind Uma, and he's gonna do the same thing. He's just gonna pluck the, just kind of hand it to him. Don't know if we're supposed to take one or three, but
so you do that, and you just hear gasps from the crowd, absolute gasps of shock and horror, and
Uma's gonna look over at Varro and be like,
Varro is going to keep this hidden in his pouch. He is not taking it out after seeing the great reaction Gary got.
Miley takes it and bows at it, but she does not look happy this time. And you see the Azakai and his guards. Some of them smile, but they're not good smiles. They're not happy smiles. It's like when the Grinch smiled when he discovered when he had the idea of stealing Christmas.
No.
They start talking amongst themselves, and then you hear some of the villagers in the crowd. They shout some angry words that only Varro can hear.
What would some of those words be?
Let's see. Roll a perception.
It's 23.
So he can hear every dirty name they're calling me.
You hear
That bl-
people murmuring like, "I can't believe what they've done." You hear one angry shout of blasphemers. You hear one shout of you hear one another not as loud shout of like a couple of people like unworthy. And then like you hear a woman cry, "The disrespect."
I was looking at Varro like, happening.
Apparently they didn't tell us all the rules because I'm thinking we broke one.
Didn't tell us any rules. Be
I
fair.
know. I'm starting to think these guys don't really get a lot of visitors.
So as that guy says, "See, they know nothing of they do know nothing of our ways and do not respect us as a people, because they must be destroyed here and now." And Miley kind of like looks at you, kind of worried, doesn't really want to kill you. She looks at him and then she looks around at the crowd of people, and then looks back at you. Is there anything you guys want to say?
Any last words? That's what that tone. That's that tone.
In
Daraxis is very.
in Elvish, Varro just wants to say, hey, didn't mean any disrespect. Didn't exactly. We were a little touch and go on the rules there. You just kind of kidnapped us, and then pointed us into a temple and said, "Complete this," without, a end goal. We saw some flowers. We thought it'd be nice. You guys were really hospitable to us. We didn't know that they were sacred, that we were trying to do it as a great gesture. Maybe a warning next time for the
As
poor
that guy just
saps.
yells at you, he yells in your direction, looking at the chief, saying, "The disrespect of this one!" And then he turns to the crowd and he
Varro
goes,
just
"They
looks at him
trample
like,
on our
I
forest."
wasn't talking to you.
Uma's like looking at
Trample on
everybody's
our
faces
forest.
like,
And they talk down on us, and he's trying to stir the crowd and get more of the village on his side. You see people looking at him and then eyeing you guys. They might not want
If
to let
you're
Varro
so
be
good, why
influenced.
don't you complete the trial?
Uma's gonna go up
Um,
to
As that guy charges at Varro, but the chief steps in and places her very large hand on his chest and stops him. And she goes, "I am chieftain here. There will be no killing this day."
Thank
he
you.
looked-
I did enough today.
You see the other guards under his command. They like ready their spears, and he looks at the chief, and then he like puts his hand up, and they lower their weapons in unison. And she goes, "They took the trial of the chiefs." And she looks at the flowers in her hands and pauses for a long moment, and she goes, "They did succeed," and just kind of shakes her head. And she goes, "And we will honor the pact that our ancestors have laid before us." She goes, "And you will honor it as well." And he just looks at her. Death stares at you guys and storms off, and his men follow him. Anything you guys gonna say, yell anything at him or anything?
You want to start a fight?
But-
No. I.
Varro's
Grax
just happy
is
he's
gonna
gone.
s- Yeah. Graxus is going to apologize. He's going to say, I'm sorry. I did not know that it was such a grave offense to your people, and what almost happened here was my fault.
I'm glad we only took 2 hours.
She goes, I am glad as well. She goes, but my friends, she hands the flowers off to like looks like someone could be a priest or a shaman of some kind. They handle them very very delicately. Yeah, she like places he's got like a cloth tarp that she places them in very delicately, and the priest like looks down at the flower and like makes a little bowing gesture, but then looks at both of them and like you see like a tear go down his cheek as he turns and walks away with it to another
Luna's
hut.
just gonna like lightly place her hand on Varro's arm, just like a little squeeze, like make sure that fucking flower doesn't fall out of your goddamn shirt.
Varro's just doing the classic, like,
Graxus wants to ask Miley,
Miley.
Surely.
if you don't mind me asking, Miley, what is it that makes these flowers so sacred to your people?
Is this Graxus talking? This sounds too intellectual for him.
No, yeah, I know. Well, he's not an idiot. He likes to eat. Oh, he's not gonna be like, "Hey, bitch, what's
What
what's
up?
so good about your fucking flowers?
Up these
Why?
flowers.
These flowers, they didn't even taste good." They say,
These flowers are holy relics, gifts from the gods, grown only in one area. They are to show the power and the honor of chiefs and those worthy. You only need one to show your worth. Any more is waste, and a waste of a flower of such beauty. Wasting a gift from the gods is just disrespectful. But my friends,
well,
you completed your
son.
task. She was, you are now honorary chiefs. You may use the Skyway to leave our forest. You may take it in the morning after preparations are made. And she points off to the distance to the north, and you can see out of the forest, not too far away, you can see like a high cliff face. And she goes, "The Skyway is there. You may stay here tonight, sleep, feast, and meet me in the Skyway in the morning." She bows and turns. Nobody sticks around and has meals or drinks or with you. A lot of like you're getting a lot of angry looks. One person spits in your direction, and then other people just kind of go back to what they were doing, not looking angry or anything. Just like, well, fun's over.
Man, fuck these people. I had no idea. I thought we all needed one. That's why Graxus put 3.
Yeah, that was what I was going for too, but
that's what Varro was thinking when he took the 1, but he didn't want anyone to see him do it just because we weren't picking them yet, so he didn't want to be seen as the first.
Yeah, I thought we'd each need one to complete this task.
Yeah, I guess not.
I guess not. Well,
so we are.
that's what happens when religious fanatics don't want to tell people the rules. Right?
So we're good. We can go to sleep. I think
probably keep a
Yeah,
watch.
right.
Like one of us should keep stay awake.
Well,
you know, I mean, you guys, you're honored chiefs.
Oh,
She,
yeah, well,
yo, so you're you don't have to keep a watch. You guys have a good night's sleep. They did prepare food for you. They did prepare drinks, but it's not
with fanfare.
it's not a celebration like there was before. All right, so you wake up the next morning. You pack up your stuff and you start heading in the direction of the cliff to go meet her. And you are traipsing through the woods. The village is no longer in view, but the ground, you come to where the where the ground's gonna start inclining, and it's not like you have to rock climb. You can see that like it inclines enough that you can just kind of make your way up the side. Before you do though, let's see. See, everybody do a dex saving throw.
Great. Plus 0. 4.
All right. A bunch of
23.
17.
a couple of spears just start whizzing at you, and they all miss except for unfortunately Uma. You get speared and you take
How many?
11 damage.
11 damage.
And now everybody roll initiative. You did not see where these came from.
Oh, we roll initiative. I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
God
I mean-
damn it! I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't know.
Oh no, we're all right in a row. 12, 11, 10.
Hold on, I have to put your health
just-
back all the way up. All right, so Grax got
I got a 10.
10. Uma,
11.
11. And what was Gary? Not Gary.
Faro.
Varro.
Varro's a 12.
10, 11, 12. All right. Oh, Varro, why does it say you're dead?
Ah.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, those spears just come whizzing out of the forest. Uma gets one pretty good. It goes between her armor plating, and then the just out of nowhere, just like at the very beginning, they came out of nowhere. They almost materialized out of the trees, and it's as Zekai standing in front of you, and he goes, "You blasphemers will die for your disrespect and your trespassing," and you see his warriors like start coming out of the trees as well, all spears drawn.
How many can we see?
And there's no map for this, so yeah, there's 6 of them in total. And Azikai is going to strike you first. He goes
Are they grouped up?
They're like encircling you. So sorry, this is gonna be completely mind's eye. So he hold on. Okay, cool, good to know. So he takes his spear and he lunges at Varro. And 17.
I think that hits. Yes, that's my armor class. That hits.
Alright. So you take 14 damage from this spear.
Son of a bitch.
So that was, and he just he sticks you with his spear, pulls it out, and he yells, "Attack!" And now, warrior to the right, we'll call him Warrior 5. Or Bob. Same thing, except he's closer to Uma, so he lunges and spear attacks her. 8. That does not hit, I'm guessing.
Not hit.
All right, so you manage to duck out of the way of that attack, and he misses. Now it comes to Varro.
Well, Varro's gonna go after Fuckboy, chief leader there. Sorry.
If you don't yell that in Elven, I'll be very disappointed.
And he's gonna miss with his first hit with an 8. And now he's a little woozy, so now he went for the straight down missed, so now he's gonna go up between the legs with it. And that's another 8 again. So he's going to burn a key point, and instead he's gonna kick him in the face. For his first strike of Fury of Blows, that's right, and that would be a 26 to hit.
Alright, so you strike him in the face.
That's 8, and Varro will do it again. Oh my god, that's an 11 to hit?
Nope.
Well, because I hit him with my Fury of Blows, I am going to implement a dex save on him. If he fails the dex save, he is knocked prone.
Alright. Oh, well, he rolled a 1. So
he is knocked prone.
So you do like what, and you miss, and you what, and you miss, and you just get frustrated, and you get him good in the face, and that sends him flying down on his ass.
And that's why I missed with the last one. I go to kick again, but he's already. I'm like, oh, okay.
And Gary gets to go now. Nope, sorry, Uma.
Yes.
I have a quick question, real quick.
Yeah.
Do magic attacks have disadvantage on people who are prone?
Only range.
Only if it's ranged.
Oh, okay.
But
Alright,
area
no.
of effect ones don't.
A ranged spell, any ranged attack is going to have disadvantage on prone, except for area of effect. And any melee is going to have advantage, actually.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so
Alright, sorry to interrupt you.
Uma is gonna look at them all and she's gonna yell, "You dare to attack your chiefs!" And she's gonna take her sword and she's gonna go after the guy on the ground.
Alright, so he's on the ground, so you guys are, let's say you're clustered in 3. There's 3 guys in front of you and 3 guys behind you, and the one in the middle would have been the leader, so he's on the ground, so there's 2 guys on the side of him standing.
Okay. She's gonna cast Sanctuary as a bonus action on herself. I'm actually gonna do that after my attacks, though. So she's gonna do 2 attacks on him on the ground.
Okay.
With advantage, so she's on.
Yep.
14.
Yep.
So 14 for 12 slashing damage, and she's going to cast.
Well, he's dead now.
Okay.
So you with that first strike, he took a good. He was stunned by being hit in the face. He wasn't expecting that, and as he's on the ground holding his nose, you came up and you just ran your sword through him, and then like a good half a foot into the ground that he was on,
Okay.
and he just goes, and anime style, a big glob of blood comes out of his mouth.
She's gonna pull the sword out and look at the guy next to him, and then just scream the exact same thing again that she just said in their face, his face, her face, whoever's face. And
They're all male.
okay, and then she's going to take the blunt end of her sword and smack that person in the side of the head, like a non-lethal blow, if possible,
Alright,
for her second.
why don't you do a strength for that?
10.
10. Okay. So, alright, so roll whatever
The damage.
damage is for that, yeah. For unarmed strike.
Unarmed strike. So unarmed strike damage is for 4 damage, I believe. Great.
For damage.
Yeah, it's one plus your strength modifier.
Okay, 3 damage. That's 3 right there.
Okay, so yeah, you bloodied his nose with the with the pommel of your sword.
And she's trying to be intimidating with that hit, with that scream and the hitting and everything.
Do you have you can roll intimidation.
I'm proficient in it if you want. Is that what you were asking?
Yes.
12.
Okay. So yeah, he staggers back, and he's looking at you roaring. He probably hasn't seen something like you. He looks at his leader down on the ground, and then looks around, and the other warriors are holding their ground.
I am shorter than him, so quite a bit. I think she's only 4 feet tall.
And you were casting what as a bonus action?
Sanctuary. So wisdom save if anybody tries to attack.
Okay. Yep. All right. Then. So it was now Gary goes.
All right. I'm so torn because I want to murk these guys, but I also, that seems like like Izzy was really trying to kind of let him go. So I'm gonna Garaxes is going to cast Call Lightning. It's wait, did it not? Oh, it's an area. Oh, okay, I forgot how this works. So it's an area effect. Each when I cast it, I choose a point where I can see another cloud. I'm gonna cast it under the 3 people that are. So you described two
You
now that are in front, and then the
Right.
3 that were behind us,
Right.
and they're close. They're like next to each other.
Yeah, probably like spread out like arm's length from each other, like they're.
So within like 5. So that's like 5 feet then.
Yeah.
If it was on a map. All right. Let's see. When you cast a spell, choose a point you can see another cloud. I'm gonna choose the middle one, and the trio. Let's see. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dexterity saving throw. They have to beat 14. So I'm really hoping they just failed. Please fail. They'll make it. They'll all make it.
Only one of them makes it.
Okay. Was it the one in the middle? Doesn't matter.
You can pick which one makes it. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter to me.
It would make more sense one of the ones on the side, right? One in the middle would take full blunt of
Yeah,
it.
it says a creature takes 3d10 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. And to make sure this happens, I'm going to use my Channel Divinity of Destructive Wrath. You can use Channel Divinity to deal maximum damage instead of rolling for lightning or thunder damage. So it doesn't count as an action or anything like that. It just assures that it hits for maximum damage. So they all get hit with 30. Ooh. 2 get hit for 30 and 1 gets hit for 15.
All right. All right. So
And as he does,
Gary
he just goes, enough! And just...
Gary raises his hand, and does a bolt lightning come out of your hand, or does it come out down from the sky?
I summoned it, so I'm going to point like
Okay.
this and just...
So yeah, so you yell enough, and it echoes, and you feel that static building up in the atmosphere, and then just this bolt of lightning discharges through the body of the guy in the middle of this trio, and he vaporizes. He just glows white. His flesh is gone. You see skeletal remain, and then just ash. And then the lightning sparks strike out to the sides, and the other two just start convulsing and smoking, and they drop to the ground as burnt husks. So those 3 guys are dead.
And there were 2.
And then as a bonus action, I'll cast what do you call it? The spiritual weapon. I'll cast spiritual weapon. Should go to that. I think it's at 14.
14. Yes. Who you aiming at?
One of the ones that's by
The one
not the one that she already smacked.
Okay, so the other guy. Okay,
Gotcha.
yes, so that hits.
Alright, click. I did that.
6.
Yes. Sorry, I wanted to make sure it tallied it up right. So yeah, that was 6.
All right, so 6 damage on that guy. Oops, that was the wrong guy I applied the damage to. This guy. All right, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, so leader's dead. Back to the guy with the bloody nose. He just saw a few of his friends get just toasted. He looks at the other guy that you just hit, and the other guy looks back at him, and so this is the one that Uma bloodied the nose. They look at each other, they nod and look back at all of you with steely resolve, and he screams something that Varro can understand if he was listening, and then he lunges with his spear. And where'd it go? 16. Yeah, he's lunging at you, Uma, because you thwacked his nose. But if Pat wants to roll a perception check to see if he understood what the dude yelled.
Wisdom save before he attacks me.
Oh, damn.
10.
Okay.
That's a 9 for Varro.
All right. Well, Varro was close enough. He heard him yell. Heard him yell. For the gods of the forest. And he
We
fails
are
his
your
wisdom.
gods now.
So his lunge stops midway, right, like an inch before it would have pierced your armor, and he can't bring himself to follow through with the strike. So he turns real quick at Varro and swings his brings it about and swings his spear at him.
You said that was a 16?
That you think he has to reroll
Yeah, after roll
Oh, you have to reroll.
attack now.
separate attack.
For 19.
That hits.
Yeah, so you take 8 damage. And he does a loud battle cry as he pierces you with his spear, and it's your turn now.
Varro's quite pissed. He's been stabbed and now hit, so he is going to throw down the quarterstaff and just straight up the Batman trail. I am vengeance. Just repeatedly, he's going to punch this guy in his broken nose over and over again. So it's a
All right.
25 to hit.
You certainly get to punch him.
That's 8 damage.
Punch.
18 to hit. That's another 6, and he's gonna burn a key point and fucking do it again.
Just because.
That's a 10 to hit. I'm assuming,
That
10
last
doesn't.
one does not hit.
and I got one more, and that's
That
an
hits.
11 to hit. 11
Yep.
hits. So that's total. It's at 14 plus 7, 21 damage. And if he's still standing, I want him to make a dex save so that he just falls.
There's no way.
Unfortunately, he is not still standing. You hit him really good that first time, and he did fall down to the ground, and then you just
Yeah.
stood over him.
I am vengeance.
You proceeded to pound this poor elf's face. There's nothing there. There's just little bits of bone and leftover brain chunks, but his ears are there. They're kind of like off to the side of this puddle.
Varro's just gonna get up, kind of dust himself up. Sorry, guys. I lost my shit there for a moment.
There's still one left, right?
There's
I'm
still
okay.
one left.
And
I
he's
just-
just gonna look at that last guy.
Uma just murked the leader in like one fucking shot. I obliterated 3 of the other guys. Then we had our crazy screaming elf monk just disintegrate this other one with punches. Like, what does this guy hope to do?
Sit back.
Yeah, so it's Uma's turn. The other guy does see his friend very quickly just lose his head,
All right.
literally.
For her turn, she is not going to attack. Actually, she's just gonna like do a dorkish or cry in his face and try to intimidate him into running away. That's gonna be her action.
Okay, roll intimidation.
Nice.
22.
All right, so he.
That was a nat 20, right?
Yes, natural 20 plus.
All right, so you turn at him. He raised his spear, ready to defend whatever strike you're going to do, and yeah, you let loose this. It's like the Lion King. So like your first try intimidation, like it was like a wow, and then this time you just
Like
take a
spit
deep
and
breath, and
everything
you
that comes
summon
out.
from beneath, and you let loose this roar that shouldn't come from such a small frame, and yeah, it moves his hair, the wind, and the spittle is now on his face, and he takes a step backwards, and he just really takes a look at you, and then he looks around at the corpse of his fellow soldiers and leaders, and then back at you, and then he looks at the other two, and he
My spectral weapon is also like right next to him, hovering. Because he was the one that I hit before.
Varro's
So-
just bouncing. Like,
he takes another step back from you. He takes his spear, jabs it into the ground, like the blunt end into the ground, so the pointy end is sticking up, and but at like a 45-degree angle, and he looks at you, and then he mutters something that Varro could tell was a prayer, and he impales himself on his own spear.
oh my god, he just committed here.
Harakiri.
Yeah, Harakiri.
And you now sit at the base of this cliff where you're supposed to meet the chief. Varro, covered in brain and skull.
I forgot we were supposed to meet the chief. We were supposed to meet her here. Oh no.
But you're supposed to meet her up there.
Okay.
Varro's just gonna kind of look around at any of the warriors that have enough clothing that he can just kind of wipe his face off. He knows his clothes are done, but at least you're gonna meet the chief. You gotta at least pretend you care.
Alright.
Garaxis is gonna walk over to that leader and flip him over. Is there anything identifying on him? Does he have any kind of like a special weapon, special necklace, anything that identifies him at all?
No. They're all wearing the same thing. They look all pretty remarkably identical. Just like he would be recognized by his face. It's just and in his tattoos. They all have different tattoos. They're all tattooed. So I mean that would be the only difference really is his facial tattoos and tattoos on his arms and stuff. But they all have the same gear and everything.
If this was Arik, he would cut the head off and take it with him to prove that they attacked first and that we had to take them out.
How would that
This
be
isn't
proof
Arik.
that they attacked first?
I'd be like, look, this. I'd hold the head up like this motherfucker right here. He started shit, and
That is complete hearsay.
my boy and my girl, we had to stomp a mud hole and walk it dry. That's all.
Bulma's going to like fix her clothes, her armor, and just start walking. She's not even gonna look at any of that stuff. She's like, and like get herself composed again, and then she's gonna walk up towards where they're supposed to meet that woman. Whether or not the guys follow, she's just walking. Purpose.
Yeah, he's gonna do the same. Gretch is gonna do the same. Well done. And then he's gonna snort a little bit of blue lightning crackling around his nostrils, and he's gonna follow up.
On the walk up, Varro's just gonna casually mention, Osraid's a pacifist too, believe it or not.
So you it doesn't take too much longer to make it up to the top here, and you get like a very good view. It's higher than it looked from the ground. It wasn't too strenuous to get up because the path was easy. It was clearly made for people to go up this path easily, and you get a good look up here of the forest. And again, it stretches in all directions much further than you guys anticipated. You can see it clearing off in the distance where the forest ends. You realize this would have taken you like another week or so to cut through if you with getting lost and how thick and large the forest is. So when you get up there, that's what you see, and then you see the chieftain Miley standing there. Behind her are three huge flowers, just biggest flowers you've ever seen in your life. They are tethered to the ground with ropes, and behind her are three more. They're not warriors, but every elf in this village is very fit and can be a warrior when called upon. But these ones are dressed more ceremonial. They're all wearing hoods, and they all carry all have like a ceremonial looking sword on them. And you walk up to her, and she looks at you very confused, and her eyes linger on Varro. And then she says, "My honorary chiefs, did you encounter troubles?"
Yes. Sorry. That group of your warriors that we weren't too happy with us, they kind of ambushed us. Didn't go so well for them. So you're going to be needing new people to guard the forest for you.
Her face kind of, she saw the blood all over you and wasn't smiling to begin with, but she definitely not smiling now. And she kind of looks at all of you and she goes, "That is unfortunate. He should have followed the proper traditions."
I'd say
We-
you're probably better off if he's not going to listen to the traditions. Eventually, he might not listen to you. We didn't want this to happen, but I think this all worked out for the better. You know who you can trust.
That is not
as he
always.
shakes the brains.
He's just picking the brains out from under his nails. Shame, just shame.
She turns to one of the elves behind her and says, "When we are done, we'll gather them and begin the ritual of remembrance." And then you hear one of the elves whisper, "His father will not be pleased." And she goes, "He will not." And she goes, "My friends, come. Your journey here with us is thankfully at an end. You have passed the trial of chiefs. You have proven yourself worthy and are honorary chiefs here amongst us. I did enjoy my time with you as you were honored here in my village. I do not recommend you head this way again.
No,
Please,
we are getting out of the forest.
sit." And she gestures to the giant flowers, which there are 3 of. Just sit.
Uma's gonna walk right up to the flower, not even saying anything, just sit down.
Yeah.
It's very comfortable and smells very nice.
Does it smell like that other fancy flower that we picked?
No, but it does smell almost as lovely. It's got its own unique scent, and like sitting inside is like a soft, bouncy house. And so are you all sitting now?
Yes.
Yes.
So she cuts them, they catapult you to your death. No.
How high are we?
You're pretty high. You will not survive.
I think I will. I'm a monk. Monks have slope.
Yeah, right.
I'll do the 3-point superhero landing. Be like, guys,
It's like
she bows to you, dips her head, puts her hands out. She mutters a prayer in an it's in a dialect you don't understand, Varro. You surmise she could be uttering a prayer in the ancient dialect that was in the scrolls in the temple. You may or may not know or care. And then she turns to you guys and she goes, "May you have safe travels," and nods at the other guards, which each is standing at the rope in front of the flowers. And in unison, they each raise their blade, and they all slice at the same time, and your flowers drift up into the air and start floating up and out over the forest. And after about 15-20 minutes floating through the sky, they start losing altitude and get lower and lower and lower, and the cliff face fades more off into the distance behind you, and they come to a soft landing in a clearing right outside the forest.
Before we land, but when we are like way out of sight from the cliff, Varro's just gonna kind of go with the flower. Just get rid of the evidence.
And so you
Like,
landed safely
what was
out
that?
there.
What was that guy from Punch Out that had the rose, and you would throw the rose?
Yeah.
Oh man. So you passed the trial of chiefs, and you are now
Sorta.
safely through the sacred forest, and you will. It's only probably about half a day's travel now to the town that you guys were originally going to go to.
Man, that went tits up real quick. I thought I gotta, dude. I thought like, oh, cool. Hey, she presented hers. I present. Ooh, and then Vara would step up and do it, and then after that, it just. Then we're like killing like half the guards. Holy crap!
I was actually not expecting. I mean, you could have fought them at the beginning, or you could have fought them now. I mean, I wasn't. That wasn't like a for sure encounter that was going to happen. But yeah, that's like the twist was like I was actually surprised you didn't have to fight the gauntlet because you were very close to it. But Uma was polite to it, and that was the thing. You were actually supposed to make like I think like a wisdom check to remember that like even though you were trespassing, they treated you very politely and always treated you well. So like respect and politeness was like kind of like the like a main theme of all of these things. So she was polite and respectful to the gauntlet, and so it let you through and
Good
everything.
thing Uma was there. Good thing.
Yeah,
Well, these
how you're supposed
hey,
to how you're
these
supposed to like figure out that you only take one, I don't know, but like it was like it's the respectful thing to do, I guess, is not that many of these flowers.
Yeah.
see Izzy's
Yeah.
shaking her head. She's like, "Yeah, I get it." I'm like, "Fuck it." I thought we were supposed to take three.
Yeah, I know, I get it. That's why
I'm not-
Uma wasn't.
I'm not
I
used.
actually was thinking that, and not that I knew this thing at all, but like that's why she was like, I don't think this is so great. Not that I knew that we would have to turn them in and only show one, but just there was something about how few there were and how sacred they were that picking them in general. She probably
Yeah,
actually would have
looking
left
back at it.
without one if she was by herself. She was like, no, never mind.
Well, is it because
Well-
like by picking more than one each, by picking more than one, if taking one each, that you automatically failed. So that like at the end when they're arguing, you're supposed to there's supposed to be a set of social encounter roles that you do to try to convince them that you're trustworthy and that you're honorable and like each one there's like whatever you say there's going to be a counter from the main guard, and whatever you roll it's like trying to get the crowd on your side, so it's like but bringing more than one is an automatic fail of that,
Well,
and that's what
We-
causes the
we-
attack. Because if you did the social encounter and passed, you wouldn't have been attacked. But if you did it and still couldn't sway the crowd, then you would have been attacked.
Honestly, I'm kind of glad we picked two because that Gar was a dick. So I'm kind of glad that we got to bash him in.
I'm gonna say
They were
I'm
just
glad I finally
believe
got to
there was-
kill something. I was just glad I got to. I found the whole time I was like, man, I'm not gonna get to kill like anything in this.
No,
You know?
you were
And then I
clutch,
bought some
though. You
fruit.
saved
Yeah,
me
that's,
and Izzy a
that's
bunch
what the
of
support
times.
people are for. It's just like in Critical Role with that 9th level counter spell saved the
Mm.
party. Yeah, I don't even know if he killed anything in most attacks.
No,
But he that
he even used to
counter
joke
spell-
about that.
Yeah, the 9th level counter spell. Save everybody.
It's, well, it's weird because like the way I have them set up is I have them set up for like I've never played a magic character, obviously. So like I didn't really know what to do, and I wanted to lean heavy into the whole blue dragon / tempest cleric thing with the lightning. So like I picked all the lightning attacks that I could, and then I filled in with some like cure wounds and prayer for the healing and healing word and all that stuff. And then I got some like miscellaneous. I have like hold person that I was going to use to paralyze that tree thing if the stun didn't work, and I have
You're
Bane, but
you're very
for some reason-
lucky for that stun,
Yeah.
because that
Mhm.
tree dude
Yeah.
was gonna fuck you up.
Well, that's the
Yeah,
kind of
he
thing,
was.
That's the kind of thing that can turn the whole encounter. Like same thing with my little beholder. It wasn't a beholder, but my legendary creature that you guys fought. It was like certain things. If you guys didn't roll so high, like that
Yeah.
petrify eye could have wiped you
Mhm.
out. Like if it had happened more than once.
If I didn't hit that critical, that
Yeah, there's
That
a
would have been a
couple more rounds
completely
of
different.
petrified eye.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what happens?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But it all worked out and it was good.
Yeah,
I'm
the
glad
last
we had
encounter that
battle.
I added before you left the temple, like I said, I only added that because you like blazed through everything in here for the most part. So like that was a last minute addition, but it didn't need to happen just because like it's already 12:30. So yeah, I was also expecting the encounter at the end with the warriors, but yeah, I knew that was gonna happen once you guys like plucked at least left the temple with the second flower, but.
Yeah.
There was also another possible encounter. I wasn't like I'm revealing too much. It's a one shot. I'm just giving a little behind the scenes. Is the little dragons? I'm
Oh, yeah.
actually happy and surprised that Varro did not punch them because that might have been a fight that would have been a painful fight because there's a lot of them and they're very magical.
Yeah, I figured they were
I
probably
mean,
fey.
that's the one. That's the one thing. Varro doesn't start it, but once it starts,
you punch
he's
the
going.
mushroom.
That's
It
it.
scared him. All of a sudden, a
You
mushroom.
mean you
runs.
don't start it? You punch the mushroom. You drop kicked the door several times.
That's because a gauntlet slapped him in the face. So
Sure.
Varro lost his shit there for a second.
Well, what it?
And you missed a trap. The in the dungeon there's a rather large floor trap with spikes. If you lifted up that chain to inspect it, you would have set off the trap, but you just looked at it. You didn't pick it up.
Oh,
What would have happened if we presented 3 flowers?
I think you get attacked right away. I think, as I say, no, same thing. It's a fail. You arrive more than one. It's just I presume the way this is written, just the more flowers you took, the more outrage and like feeling of disrespect against them there would be.
Yeah.
That's at least that's the way I played it.
Yeah. I was just when it happened, I was just like, how
It was
how
fun
am I-
actually
how
seeing
am I
your
supposed to
reaction.
know this?
Your reactions to that because it was interesting. Like I was like, oh, what's gonna happen? Because you presented it and they're like, yay, liking and stuff like that. You could have been like, oh, okay, well, it's like they're all happy. Maybe we just hold on to them or something like that. But when you had presented it and everybody's like,
Yeah.
No, I should have just eaten it. Should have
Oh
just
my
eaten it on the way.
I think that would have been an instant attack as well.
yeah, and I think the one instant attack would have been if you refuse to do this whole challenge to begin with. Then you would have had to have been attacked by the entire village of 30 people.
we could have taken him.
It's a
Maybe.
Would've been
possibility.
Imagine that.
Varro says we could have taken him.
Imagine if we did just wipe out the entire.
Yeah.
Like, what
That's a
happens if like you break the
literal
encounter
one
like
shot.
just extremely
it
lucky
happens.
criticals
You
on
just-
every magic
You
roll?
just wipe
area
out this
effect
small village of
spells.
very religious elves. And
If-
that's the thing with the last guy. I like they're attacking you because they're religious fanatics. So I'm like, people will die for their religion. So he's not you rolled really well. So I'm like, I can't have him run away because he would be like, they're like, for the gods, there's no way you're. And yeah, I guess some people could just be like, oh, fuck this, and abandon God. But even though all the rest of the village was angry at you guys, like these are the ones that took it upon themselves to attack you. So they're like very committed. So I'm like, what do I do with this guy? I can't have him run away. So I'm like, he's gonna kill himself. That's more honorable than being killed by these blasphemers.
I just love how that last little encounter went though.
Yeah.
Like everything just went perfect for everybody. It's great.
I don't know.
I was a fan of
Varro
the gun.
got kind of fucked up in that last encounter. I think I'm down to 11 hit points.
Yeah, but that's what Varro does. Varro, you know what I mean? That's what Varro does.
Varro hits wicked hard and bleeds a lot.
Well, you
That's why you
guys,
have
your
two
characters
people who have
live
healing to do.
for another day. We can pick up with them in another time in another location. I have another one shot that that I was gonna do after this one. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. I know Pat gets the next one shot.
Well, we've
I mean,
So-
if you already have yours ready, I'm not ready
I haven't
for
prepped it.
mine
I
yet.
downloaded
Yeah.
it and I began reading it, but I'm like, I'm gonna wait because I don't know how many. I thought it was like 2 months before we are gonna finish this one because we are doing it once a month. So
Yeah,
I haven't
that's
gotten
what
back
I
to
thought.
reading it.
So I really didn't. I like just have ideas set up. I haven't planned anything yet.
So we'll figure it out soon. Like if we do these again, like it doesn't necessarily. I know Annie wants to be in the next one shot, so it doesn't necessarily be you guys or in the same characters or everything like that. We can get another group in here who wants to play. I am not a good DM, so don't know all the rules or any of the rules. So like if you're an experienced player,
you
you're
did
probably
great.
not gonna like
You
playing
did
with
great,
me.
kid. You did good. You did
Yeah,
good.
but it was pulling it out of my ass most
That's
of the
what
time. I
DMing
do
is.
not remember.
I
I
was
don't know
gonna
if
say,
you
that's
think
what
I've
Izzy says all
memorized
the
the
time.
DM, the Dungeon Master's Guide. I've skimmed through the pieces that are like relevant to what it is that I'm doing, but most of it is like as long as you have a basic understanding of like DCs, ACs, and like stuff like that, it's mostly winging it, and then you essentially read the sections that are going to pertain to where your players are going. Like I don't have enough brain space, especially having, like full-time job where I sit in front of a computer and do my specific job, to like absorb that guide in my head. I just don't have the room for it. So you just kind of read what you need to read. If you're going to
Yeah.
Waterdeep, then go read stuff about Waterdeep. If you're going to Baldur's Gate, then you go do that. And as long as you can understand, like EC of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and then the stuff that's in between, that's really all you, honestly.
Yeah, it's too many numbers, but I manage. I can remember the entire history of fictional universes, but I can't remember anything with a number in it.
Yeah, same.
But either way, so yeah, so we'll get another one shot going at sometime soon. Like I said, the one I picked is like a pirate themed, which should be fun. And then over the weekend, talking to Roy, I got another idea on a complete homebrew. I don't even want to call it a one shot. I want to call. I'll talk about it later, so we can like surprise people with it because I think it'll be fun. I just need to figure out how to do it.
Wait,
But I think
What the
it's a
hell
it's a
are
good
we-
idea.
What were we talking about that I gave you the idea? Like,
You'll
I'm trying to
see.
think.
we can do.
Son of a bitch.
So what?
But this is a complete homebrew idea that you inspired me.
So what we can do is just have Thursdays be one shot Thursday, or just we can continue with the variety, and multiple people can be running one shots at the same time. We'll just rotate. So if you have one that you want to do,
Mhm.
if when Pat is ready, then we just like one week we do yours, another week we do Pat's on if Thursdays are working for people, and we can get other people. I know like. I haven't talked to him in person, but Irish Dad wants to play, and so if we've got like, new people who you're willing to work with or chat with, then start
And-
one shots.
And we're gonna be doing the backstory
Yeah. And
bums on Thursdays,
yeah,
right?
if nobody else has anything going on, then we'll have a variety of stuff. One shots that are run by you guys, a one shot backstory flashback that we can do, or we can just do chatting.
Mhm.
So
I want to do it all,
Sweet.
yeah.
just all the D&D.
And I don't mind not
All the
playing because if I'm not playing, then I can run the stream. So, thank you everybody who watched. We have several lurkers. I see you out there. Thank you so much for hanging out. On Saturday we have our 200 follower giveaway. So it's going to be a player's handbook and Dungeon Master's Guide given away as a set. I think we're just going to do one person. We'll also have let's see, what else do we have?
We had a dice giveaway on what channel? I can't remember. You said it earlier.
Lord Nikto's channel.
Compound?
No, Lord
Oh,
Nikto.
Lord Nikto.
Yeah, Lord Nikto's channel.
And the compound is doing a dice giveaway also.
Right. So please follow the compound. Please hop over, follow the compound. And there'll be some dice giveaways there. Dice giveaways on Lord Nikto's channel, and Player's Handbook and Dungeon Master's Guide here, all on Saturday. We are raid somebody. Of course, one of the things.
Is anybody awake?
There's people out there. Let's see. Let's raid. How about Demon Gund? Why not? Or,
I was gonna say it'd be wicked funny if we raid Critical Role with like.
it gets lost in the chat.
How
Nobody
many-
would even see.
Yeah, nobody would even see it.
All right, so we're gonna raid Demon Gund. Thank you everybody for hanging out. We hope to see you again on Saturday. And please be sure to follow if you aren't already, so that you can be notified when we go live. And soon.
Night.
Bye, everybody. Thanks
Bye.
for watching.